Oh, very swish.
Oh, there's always one that has to show off.
Oh, I'm somewhere else. Hold on. So look.
I thought you were going to be Edward Norton.
Oh,
Or that Norton, Emperor Norton.
Yeah, but I changed my mind.
Oh. Because I've decided to be a real life person as well.
Agatha.
No,
I feel
that's...
like I would have had to twist the IRL person too much. To
No,
make it work.
that is not Agatha. He's a bloody good bloke.
who is he? I recognise him for some reason. I
He
feel like I
is
should know it.
He is Richard Owen. He was a biologist. He's the guy responsible for creating the Natural History Museum.
Oh, really?
He
Wow.
also came up with the word dinosaur.
Ah,
I went there the other week. Very
interesting.
nice.
Dinosaur.
Amongst a lot of other things. Yes.
Cool.
Famous 19th century naturalist.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Not naturist.
Yeah, I was
No.
going to say, that'd be why Adam picked him.
No.
Okay, well, when Linky gets on, he'll have to catch up. But I'm going to go through a quick session 0 with you guys, give you an idea of the game, what it's about, the setting and the world, and then we'll get to building your characters through the concepts that you've created whilst you've been waiting for the first session. So first up would be battle maps. I will use them now and again, but most of this is theatre of the mind. If people prefer battle maps, I can put them in. It's not a problem. Is everyone okay with that?
I'm fine.
Okay. This is a storyteller system. Those of you familiar with Mage the Ascension will recognise some mechanics, but quite a bit has changed.
Yep.
You now need to roll an 8 now to be deemed a success. 10 still roll again if you have the skill. Some abilities will also allow you to roll again on 8s and 9s as well. So if you've got a speciality in a particular skill, you can go for a 9 again. So if you get a 9 or a 10, you roll those again. The game will actually do this all for you automatically in the Foundry.
Okay, when you mean roll again, I take it the dice explodes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I thought it was like roll again. You have to take another time.
No. The dice explode and you re-roll those dice and add to your successes. Magic is very different in this game. You can apply reach to your spells to get them to do more, add skills to lower the penalties, and yantras / praxes, as well as mantras or mudras. At the start, you won't have much to worry about with these. It's as we get the ball rolling, they will come into effect as your characters begin to grow. Paradox has changed as well as magic. Magic from Mage the Ascension had 3 types of magic: coincidental, vulgar, and vulgar with a witness. In this game, they've gone. Now it only cares if there are sleepers that can view you doing any magic of any kind. Even if it would be considered coincidental, they still sense there's something odd going on.
Sleepers?
Normal people, us, essentially. Mundanes.
Okay.
People that have no connection to the supernatural. There are others called sleepwalkers. These are people that have no supernatural abilities, but they believe in magic and they know the supernatural exists.
Okay.
So what you're saying is we've got to kill all witnesses.
Well, I'll get to that in
Yeah.
a minute. This also applies to Paradox dice. As I'm your storyteller or GM, these are rolled and they will, depending on what you do with the Paradox rolled, will depend on what happens. So if you, for example, contain the Paradox within your body, you'll take bashing damage after making a wisdom roll. If you release the Paradox out into the world, depending on how bad it is or how big it is, will depend on how it affects your magic. Because Paradox is essentially energies from the abyss that taint your spells. Too much Paradox and you could potentially call through something far worse than Cthulhu. Just to give you a heads up. Wisdom is essentially your humanity. If you lose your wisdom and it gets to 0, you become insane and I take control of your character. And you re-roll a new character up. You gain wisdom by experience points. And it is a measure of how in touch with the world your mage is. essentially. It's an understanding of the world and whether or not you consider murder and torture to be reasonable means to get what you want. Also, do I really need to use magic to boil a kettle? Kind of wisdom as well. As for the rule books, you'll notice them in the journal tab under rule books. They're in PDF format, which you can access. If you require these offline, let me know and I will try and get them onto a Google Drive for you so you can download and peruse at your leisure. But I have used the PDFs in the game and they are pretty responsive. Some of them I think are actually hyperlinked as well. There's 2 types of experience points in this campaign or this game. The first is mundane experience. You use these to buy your skills and attributes and sometimes some magical skills, but that depends on how much though, as you have to mix them with arcane experience. Arcane experience is gained as you gain an understanding of the supernal world and the supernatural around you. These are used to learn rotes, increase your gnosis, which is your connection to the supernal, and you gain experience by collecting what is called beats. 5 beats equals 1 experience point. At the end of every scene, you will gain 1 beat. You'll also gain beats through aspiring to your ideals, oblations, which are something that mages get. Dealing with conditions and tilts will sometimes reveal a beat for you, as well as solving a certain mystical puzzle or set of clues will also open your mind to the arcane, and you can also gain beats that way. So anytime you make a resolve or you make a significant headway towards an aspiration, you take a beat. At the end of every chapter I've just done, conditions. Yeah, when you roll and you take when you fail a roll, you can opt to make it a dramatic failure. If you do so, this will turn into a mundane beat. Any major dramatic event that I deem appropriate can also award you a beat.
Oh.
So yeah, I can't keep a track of everything, so I don't know what your aspirations will be on your characters. So you're gonna have to tell me when that actually hits. So you're gonna have to work with me on that one a little bit. You can only receive 1 beat from a given category in a given scene. If you resolve 3 conditions in a scene, for example, you only receive 1 beat. However, if the moment is particularly dramatic or you've made significant sacrifice to trigger multiple beats, I may rule that you'll get multiple beats. Aspiration. Yeah, aspirations. When making your characters, you choose 3 aspirations. These are goals you wish to tackle in the character story. Primarily, they exist as a way to measure and express advancement. Anytime you fulfill an aspiration, you take a beat. Anytime you make major headway into or change the direction of a long-term aspiration, you also take a beat. For this reason, aspirations should stay general and somewhat vague whenever possible. The more specific they are, the less likely you are to fulfill them. As your storyteller, when it comes to the question of whether or not you fulfilled an aspiration, I will potentially lean towards it, allowing it. Arcane beats. Magic comes from experiencing and understanding the universe around you. Mages specifically gain a different type of beat called arcane beats, which become arcane experience points. Arcane experiences help a mage achieve magical advancement. Like with normal beats, a few major criteria, which I'll list in a minute, will allow you to gain them. And like normal beats, you can only be given 1 beat per category. So anytime you fulfill or make a major headway into an obsession, you take an arcane beat. Anytime you resolve a condition resulting from spellcasting, paradox or a magical effect, take an arcane beat. And then there's the experience chart, which we won't do just yet. Okay, relinquish spells. Instead of a normal one, letting a spell count as resolving it. Okay, obsessions. Nearly there. Obsessions are just like long-term aspirations, except they relate specifically to a mage's compulsion to explore the mystical in her life or his life. They could be goals to learn or research specific things. They could be player goals for the character to encounter certain strangeness in the world. They could be goals to use magic in new or extreme ways. Every awakened character receives one or more obsession. This all depends on your gnosis dots. A character with 1 or 2 gnosis dots has only 1 obsession. A character with 3 or 5 dots in gnosis has 2. A character with 6 or 7 will have 3 obsessions, and a character with 9 or 10 will have 4 obsessions. In addition to arcane beats from resolution, resolving an obsession also gives the character a point of mana. Additionally, obsessions apply any time an aspiration could apply. For example, they influence social maneuvering actions. Any time a character uses focused mage sight scrutiny, which is 92 in the rulebook, and an obsession applies, the obsession adds a die to the attempt. And later on, or right off the bat, if you've got enough gnosis and prerequisites and your skills and abilities, there are also things called legacy. Legacies are things where you shape your character's soul and you're allowed certain magical effects without any risk of paradox. So, for example, I really like Walkers in the Mist, which are based off the Druids, and their top attainment is the ability to teleport from one place to another using plants.
Oh, cool.
And they're called Walkers in the Mist. So there's a lot in there, and you'll see those in the journal tab under Legacies Part 1 and 2. They're not all in the game. There's a lot to go at. There are some there that are only for evil mages, like the Seers of the Throne, the left-handed, and the Mad Ones. So you won't be going on to those. They're NPC only. Okay, Mage Orders. Each path is different. You'll have 2 ruling arcana and 1 inferior arcana. The inferior one is harder to level up and also harder for your mage to use and learn. If you are looking to achieve a certain effect and not sure how to go about it, ask me and I'll help. Sometimes a mage can achieve the same result but via a different method. The traditions each have their own flavour. The ones in the Pentacle, which you're all part of, are what are considered the good guys. Make no mistake though, politics between the factions and individuals can be deadly if you get involved or caught in the crossfire. Each tradition focuses on a familiar tone, but that doesn't mean a Mysterium mage can't throw a punch like an adamantian arrow. Your enemies: Solitaire mages, Mad Ones, Seers of the Throne, Banishers, Sleepwalkers and Hunters are all your main enemies. Some will be hostile, some will. Some will not be hostile and some will, but make no mistake, they owe you no loyalty and will give no quarter when the time comes.
Oh, nice.
You also share the night with other supernatural entities, and I will be drawing them into stories because mages exist in this same world as vampires, werewolves, geists, sin eaters, demons, ghosts, changelings and fae and all the other things that go bump in the night, along with cryptids. So if you've watched SPC at any point, you might expect a few of those to pop in here and there, because I really enjoy those videos. Sometimes these entities will encroach into each other's sphere of influence, but most of the time they keep to themselves. Make no mistake though, if you go causing a ruckus in London, Ecilium, then the Prince of London, Mithras, will want a word with you. You'll be facing hauntings, spirits, magical phenomena and more. I'll also draw from British folklore and legend as well. Mage the Awakening is more about discovery of ancient past and magical knowledge of Atlantis, an age long past. Fragments of this still exist, and if you ever watched the BBC series Neverwhere or read the book, this would be a really good example. Now when I say Atlantis, it doesn't actually mean, well, there was an island called Atlantis, but it sank. But they referred to Atlantis as the time period that it was ruling the world. So these fragments still exist. So you might go to one and discover a Roman temple. But in the temple you'll have Sumerian pottery, which is a completely different timeline. So it's kind of all fucked up and messed around. But these places will be accessible at certain points, or if you carry certain keys. And within these places, you'll find the guardians of these things, along with a lot of powerful magical knowledge. Some of which the guardians of the Veil will potentially want to put under lock and key, so no one can get their hands on it, because it's that dangerous. So bear that in mind. We're going on to the settings now. Any questions so far, guys?
Probably thousands.
Well, anything I've brought up so far, has it caused any questions?
No,
It's fine. Let's keep on going.
Okay.
yeah.
We'll work it out.
Okay. The campaign will be starting on 1861, January the 1st, London. Queen Victoria is on the throne and Prince Albert has failing health due to being overworked. The Luddites are still around after the defeat in West Yorkshire at an event known as the Peterloo Massacre earlier in this century. They have gained numbers and support. Although in our world they ended in, I think, in 1819, shortly after that event, this has only incited them into even more violence and destruction. London is a smog-filled city with streets covered in horse shit and piss. Child sweepers run across the roads for a few pennies to sweep the path clean for the gentry. Some of these children will slip, trip and fall under the wheels and hooves of the traffic. Workhouses exist for the poor and the destitute and offers minimal pay for a hard day's labour, and then takes off the workers for board and lodge. Opium and heroin are legal drugs, and many a street has opium houses in them. Prostitutes line the city streets or lodge in brothels. The more wealthy the whore is, the better her establishment can be. Prison barges are on the River Thames, which hold criminals of all kinds and some prisoners of war from the Napoleonic fight against the British and recently the Crimean War. As the British Empire has grown, so too the influx of people from all corners of the globe have come to London to seek their fortune. This has caused some racial tensions to rise in certain areas. Sexism still exists, and women don't have the right to vote just at this moment in time. Men have also been given the right to vote if they don't own land. Homosexuality is illegal, and you can wind up in jail for a very long time, or worse, the insane asylum. Syphilis is rife, and the sailor's saying is a night with Venus, a lifetime with Mercury, holds very true, as the only known cure for it is a dose of mercury each day. Unfortunately, this drives the patient insane over time and then a painful death, much like syphilis would anyway. Although in our world the Luddites movement ended with the massacre, I've just done that bit, they're still around in this world. The Factory Act was still passed, but still many Luddites are rotting in prison for destruction of property under the Frame Breaking Act of 1813. Children are still employed in factories, as there's no mention of them in this act of this world. But in our world, the employment of children in factories was made illegal at this point in time. With all of this as a backdrop...
The age was 15.
Eh?
I think the age was 15, wasn't it? Minimum age?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
With all this as a backdrop for the supernatural world London contains, along with its dangers, makes for an interesting idea for a campaign, which I think is going to be pretty cool. I will draw from Great Britain's myths and legends, along with folklore, as well as explore the ruins of Atlantis, which was an age of magic, where magic was easy to summon and use. Yes, there was an island nation called the same name, but the mages use the terminology as a catch-all for that time period. So I've just done that bit. The mages of Britain and the Empire are controlled by the Concilium in London, which is seated in Westminster Palace. Yeah, Pope's just said, can't get away from the syphilis. That's right. STDs, man, still there. Which is seated in Westminster Palace, where one of the largest hallows in the UK resides. Hallows are places of power and manor. No one is allowed to draw from the hallows in Westminster or Whitechapel unless they are members of the Concilium. As Mages of the Pentacle, you will answer to the Council of Mages and all their representatives. And that ends session 0. And what we'll do now, if you will just indulge me a little bit longer, I'll do a bit of fiction. Something a bit different. I've not done this before, so bear with. A man stands atop Westminster Palace, watching the city below him as people went about their daily business. He smiled as his eyes traced out routes that no sleeper would ever tread. Behind him, the door to the rooftop opens, and out steps a woman wearing a satin dress with a fur shawl around her shoulders, her long red hair hanging down in ringlets to her shoulders. Closing the door behind her, she walks over to the man. "You're late," he says. "I had business to attend to." "Irrelevant," he berates her. "Take a look at the city and tell me, what do you see?" The woman sighs and looks out over the city from her vantage point and at the streets below. "I see streets busy with traffic. People are going about their business. Horses pulling carts and carriages, also the ever-present smog of London." She responds by placing a perfumed handkerchief to her nose. "I meant with the sight, not with the mundane," the man says, as pointing to a place in the middle distance. "I see skeins of fate interwoven through the city. And that one and that one right there," he says, pointing at it. "It doesn't go anywhere," the woman says. "Correct. That can mean only one thing. A new cabal is about to enter the fray. The scheme splinters for good or ill." The man smiles and watches the realization light up on the woman's face. "Money-raid. This could be the turning point for London, the Concilium, even the Empire as a whole," he says, addressing her by her shadow name. "And if they are for ill? Then we'll have to deal with them like we would any solitaire, banishers, or even seers." He responded as he picked up a staff and walked over to a patch of grass that had grown in the gutters of the large expansive roof. "I have other business to attend to," he says as he waves his staff over the grass. A mist started to climb up around the man before obscuring him from view. The woman turned, just to see him vanish along with the mist. "Damn it, Reese. Always with the riddles and half-spoken truths," she said to herself. "Maybe London does need a shake-up," she said as her eyes focused in on the scheme that Reese had pointed out to her. And with that, we'll go into generating your characters. If everyone wants to open their character sheet, I will run through character generation with you guys, just so I can also know what I'm looking at.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like I say, pretty in-depth, but don't panic. It will come apparent in a moment. So, any questions, guys? Are you all happy about what's happened so far?
Oh, I'm happy so far.
Cool. Right, where are the character generations? Oh, here we go. Alright. You alright, Scott?
Not really. It's fine.
Okay. Okay. So, you should all have a character concept. With this, you'll have virtue, vice, and 3 aspirations.
What?
I'm glad I wasn't the only one to say that.
Right.
Virtue.
Okay, we'll start off with the easy bit.
Ah, there it is. It's on traits.
Yes.
What? Where?
Yeah, on your
Okay.
character sheet, click traits.
Oh, yeah. That's better. I thought, yeah.
Okay, virtues. Sorry, Adam. What?
I was just telling Chris where it was.
Okay, virtues are things like hope, faith, justice, that kind of thing. These will help you get willpower back. I can run down the virtues if you wish. When I just hold on, otherwise I'll lose my place. Okay.
Ambitious, courageous, generous, honest, hopeful, just.
That's it.
loving, loyal, patient, and trustworthy.
Yeah, those. So you pick one of them.
I had trustworthy. One of them.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's ambitious, coura- courageous, generous, honest, hopeful, just, loving, loyal, patient, and trustworthy.
Pick one of
I'll
them.
go for honest.
Oh, okay.
Oh, bollocks, what have I just done? Oh, never mind. Nothing.
You know this word tilts.
Yeah, it keeps coming up. It doesn't look good.
I keep misreading that as something else.
I bet you do.
Every time I see it, I go, wait, what? Oh, something else.
Remember, this is why you said you had to behave.
I have not said what I thought the word was.
Full stop.
Okay, yeah. So, after the you got 10 examples: hope, loving, honest, trustworthy, loyal, ambitious, just, generous, patient, and courageous. That isn't definitive. If you wish to put in something else, then by all means do so.
I'm gonna go for ambitious actually.
Is your virtue like motivation in Warhammer?
No, it's more about your character. So if you're like hopeful, then
It's-
you're a hopeful person. When something good happens, then you get a willpower whack. Essentially, that's a very basic way of doing it, saying it.
I've got
So,
Oh,
more.
okay
I
then.
think it's
Where-
more of a condensed nature and demeanour from the other
Yeah,
of darkness.
that's it. Yeah.
This is a bit more weird version.
I've gotten lost on the character sheet. Where do I need to be?
Traits.
Traits. And what do I...
You pick a virtue and a vice. Also, your vices are something like addict, pessimistic, hateful, deceitful, ambitious, cruel. I think there's
Right.
seven sins essentially.
Ambitious, addictive, corrupt, cruel, deceitful, dogmatic, greedy,
Is there a
Pasty.
list?
hateful.
Yeah.
and
If you look in the Mage rulebook, it gives you a quick breakdown. 212. Page 212.
Where's the... Is it in the documentation?
It's on. If you look in journal,
Ah, is that what that is?
yeah, there's a thing called rulebooks.
You say page 200 and...
212 will get you a start
Okay, thank you.
in a list.
What page? 212.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. Yeah.
Right.
Then I have anger issues.
I open the rule book up now. I could get onto page 212 by next week.
Rob,
What?
as my vice, can I have anger issues?
Yeah, it could have anger. Yeah, which would be considered hateful, maybe, or cruel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So if you give in to your vice, for example, you'll gain a point of willpower, but it will also be detrimental to you as well.
I tried to put a list in Discord, but it didn't really.
So is it just the one for...
Could you elaborate on what you mean by detrimental? Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Not good.
Okay, hang on.
Normally a detriment to your health.
As in, if you're trying to sweet talk somebody and they're not really listening, and you get angry and you give in to your anger, yeah, they're going to shut down and be defensive.
Oh yeah. Okay, I get that. That makes sense. On the second hand, though, once I start punching them in the face, they might really want to tell me what I want to know.
Maybe. I can't find the description. There are descriptions. I don't know where they are in this book.
Yeah, don't know.
Actually, hang on. I'll have a look in the Chronicles rulebook. They'll be in there. You should have all have access to these as well.
We're all of the same faction, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. What was it? What's the name of it?
At the moment, you haven't picked that yet.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you will be Pentacle. If you want to put Pentacle in, that's a good catch-all.
So aspirations.
Aspirations. So,
What we aspire to be and do, I take it.
well, I can give you a few examples. I've got some here. So, a long-term aspiration: become a parent, destroy the beast that killed your lover, discovered what happened when my father disappeared, figure out what happened during those weeks I can't remember, find my soulmate, that kind of thing. So there's short-term ones as well if you wish.
Got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Relationships. Do we only just put one? So we put one in there, or can we put short term?
Hang on. You choose 3 aspirations. So you can take, if you want, 1 long term, 2 short term. It's up to you on the type you take. But as long as you got 3.
Okay.
Oh god.
What's up?
Just trying to think of any. I have no aspirations, just like in the real world.
Scott, you remember what we was talking about?
Oh, really?
At the, we'll say the trick. I'll put that as my short term one.
Okay, has everyone got their vice and virtue and aspirations?
No.
Okay.
I need to do aspirations. Great aspirations.
Rob, are mine? Oh, can you just check mine, see if they're okay? I
Yeah,
don't
sure.
want to say them out because.
Okay, hopeful, anger issues, yep. Aspirations, you not actually put them any in?
No.
No?
If you click out of the box.
No, try that.
Oh, there we go.
Don't read them out though.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Because they will get you a beat when they apply.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The short term ones.
Okay, cool.
You can be quite tactical with them.
Yep. Okay, a bit further down under aspirations, you'll see relationships. You can actually keep track of NPCs there that and make notes against each one, and whether or not you like them or you're hostile towards them. And underneath that, you'll see a little box for notes. You can use that as a journal if you wish. And below that, you'll see a box for description, so you can actually make a little bit of a backstory if you want, or what the NPCs will see when you walk into a room, sort of thing. I'd like it if you could all generate some sort of backstory, which would be nice. So, who were you before you awoke as a mage? How did you awaken? Where? And who was your mentor? Who brought you into this world of being a mage? Essentially. And when you're all finished, let me know and we'll move on to the next section.
Yeah.
Back next week.
You don't have to do anything now. You can do it later on if you want.
Come up with 2 aspirations. I'm struggling to come up with a third.
Okay. So you got a long term.
Yeah, they're kind of linked.
Okay. Aspirations are essentially the mundane side of life. Get a job, get married, have children, that kind of thing.
Oh, right. Okay, so they can be.
Yeah, they can be.
mundane and boring if they want.
Yes, they can. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, he's already married with kids by this point, so.
Okay. I like it when players give me children to play with.
I don't know how many.
Sounds so fucking
Mate.
wrong, mate.
Live on the internet, yes.
Well, it gives them something to invest in, and I'm thinking I can use that as a good
All right,
backstory.
All right, Gary Glitter.
Some dark entity coming to take them away.
Jimmy Savile wouldn't have around for a long time yet.
No.
I think you distracted me. I'm right.
It's like I like it when players give me, "Oh, I've got a wife." Really? That's nice. Not for much longer.
Well, no, I tell a lie. He wasn't married by this point.
If I
Okay.
tell you I've got a brother, will you still do that?
I probably won't have to. The game will probably do that for me.
Oh, okay.
Right. So what are we? So what's the relationships?
So as you go through NPCs or even players, you can add with the add button, and you can add a note for various NPCs you meet, whether you like them or hostile towards them and whatnot. And it'll keep a track of people that you've met, essentially.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone's got vice, virtues, age, sex, factions, and aspirations. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, but I'm just doing some stuff in my notes.
Okay.
But I can come back to do this. Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. I'll come back and do that.
I'm just doing my aspirations, and I should be finished, I think.
Okay, mate.
Actually, I'm going to change my aspirations to
Okay,
something
good.
that happened. To get knighted.
Oh, okay.
I have to wait another 20 odd years, but it will happen.
Well, although the world is very similar to ours, it doesn't. The timelines aren't exactly the same.
No, that's why my aspirations are as they are.
Okay.
Because he's got a reputation for being hateful and dishonest.
Okay.
But I'm saying, no, that's a lie. And I'm going to expose the lie and change the timeline. He was a nice, kind man.
Okay. Don't forget to
Definitely
change.
supported Charles Darwin's theory of evolution.
Right. Don't forget to change your character names at the top of the sheet, guys.
We need 2 names, don't we?
This just pick your shadow name for now, and then your real name will go under traits. I believe.
Where's
Oh no,
the
sorry.
names? Oh,
No, they'll go under mage traits. So your real name goes under mage traits, and your shadow name goes at the top.
okay.
Which one's which?
Shadow name at the top of the character sheet. Your real
Which
name.
is the shadow name? Is that the name we use in everyday life?
No, Your real name is your real name, the one you was born with. So under your mage traits, put your real name in, and at the top of the sheet is the one you'll represent to everybody that's in the supernatural scheme of things, because then they won't be able to use your real name against you. Sympathetic magic is a thing.
Right.
So if your name, for example, called Peter Smith, and you put Peter Smith as a shadow name, and that's how you introduce yourself to other mages, and you unfortunately introduce yourself to an enemy, they will use that name against you. That's
Right.
why. This is why you use a shadow name.
Okay. My shadow name.
Bongo, right?
First thing that came into my head.
And your real name will go under mage traits.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Next up will be
Oh, I've got my hands.
attributes.
On.
Tribute. Where's that? Oh, there it is.
These will look familiar to some.
Oh, they do.
Now the computer is about, but you won't get a lot of use out of it. So I highly suggest as your storyteller not to really put that in. It's a useless skill.
Yeah, I can't. Unless we want to invent the computer.
Well, the computer is already invented.
They had
Oh,
mechanical calculators.
Yeah.
Babbage and Ada Lovelace had done their stuff by this point.
Yeah, but I think they did that in 1850, something like that.
Yeah.
So,
Mechanical calculators were a thing at this point.
yeah, with punch cards. Okay, is everyone ready to move on to attributes?
Oh, go on.
Okay,
I'm doing a very brief backstory.
okay, cool. I'll hold
brief.
fire. I will hold fire.
Like 2 sentences.
I'm really quiet.
Right,
Bullet points work fine. That's all right.
Right, I think I've done with my aspirations and a brief backstory.
Cool. Excellent.
Oh, shadow name.
I've got no
Right,
We've
okay.
lost Chris.
Attributes.
We've lost Chris.
Oh.
Is not in this server. You dropped out, Chris. There you go. Okay, is everyone ready for attributes?
Am I back?
Yes, you're back.
Yay, I'm back.
Yes, attributes.
Okay, is everyone ready for attributes?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Well, when I get back in there, I will be. Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget to claim your characters under the players on the bottom left-hand side, guys. So right-click your name and claim your character sheet there. Like Adam has.
I didn't do that. I didn't even touch it. It just did it.
Oh.
So I don't know. Must have magic powers.
Attributes. I'm here. Brawl. I think that might be a good one.
Okay. So attributes are your physical, social, and mental attributes. You will prioritize these and distribute various dots throughout them. So what you need to do is look at those 3 blocks, physical, social, and mental, and determine which will be your primary, secondary, and tertiary.
Oh, what?
Right. Okay.
Okay. So which one
How do we
is...
note that? Do we have to write that down somewhere?
Make a note on a bit of paper. So say, for example, your character is going to be really good with physical stuff. That'll be your primary. They're okay with mental stuff. That'll be your secondary. And you're not very good with social, so that'll be your tertiary, or your least statted one. Okay. And when you're ready, I'll let you know what points you got.
Yep.
So you pick one from each 3 of the sections.
So physical,
Yeah.
social, and mental are their own thing. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you pick one that you're good at, one that you're okay at, and one you crap at, essentially. 1, 2,
Right.
and 3.
Ah, okay.
I like that. Ah, there's a pen. Right.
Okay, when you add dots to this, none of them can go higher than 5. Just so you're aware. Okay,
Okay.
if once you've picked that, let me know, and I will tell you what dots to assign to each section.
Okay. I'm done.
Chris?
Yeah, nearly 2 seconds. I'm just writing them down, and now I found a pen. What do
Ollie?
I not give a fuck about?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What's
Scott?
presents?
Yeah, I'm right.
That's what you get at Christmas.
There's always one.
Yeah. Presence is essentially how you stand out in a room, essentially, if you like.
When you say it's
how
my lowest skill,
how good
it's
are
with-
you? How good looking are you? That kind of thing.
okay. So if I pick it as my third, I'm going to be ugly.
Depends.
Not necessarily ugly, more like you just don't stand out.
Yeah, you hide in the corner, essentially, or wallflower.
Oh crap! We need to be the same.
Okay, is everyone ready for the dots?
Now, how does it? We're identical twins. How similar do we need to be?
I don't. It's up to you. That's entirely your choice. These are your characters.
Okay.
I mean, there's
Alright.
there's different ways of presents as well. So
Yeah, I suppose we can. Yeah, the presents will have to be the same, unless we got beaten up and got scars and stuff like that, I guess. But the rest can be right. So strength with yeah, go on. I'm ready.
Okay. In your primary stats, you get 5 dots to distribute between those 3 skills or 3 attributes. In your secondary, you get 4, and in your tertiary, you get 3. No, remember, no stat.
5, 4, 3.
Yeah, 5, 4, 3.
Is that on top of the ones that are already in there?
Yes, they're free.
Okay.
What? Start again. So. Oh, I picked it right. I'm a dickhead. Right. Okay. Don't worry.
So your
I picked
primary attribute, you can have no more than 5 in each.
That's
right.
Yes, that's correct. So, for example, if you pump 5 dots into strength, that would make you have 6. But you can't have that. You can only have a maximum of 5.
Right.
Okay.
So you can't pump 5 dots into anything then.
No, not at this moment in time. You
You
can't.
pump 4 into one, and then 1 into another.
Oh, okay. Right.
They can't be higher than 5 at the moment.
So. Oh, okay.
So, for
So
example,
just explain that again, please. I'm really confused. So 5, 4, 3. The signal's crap, and I'm only hearing half of it.
okay, yeah. So for your primary stats,
Yeah, which I picked as strength.
no, physical.
Oh,
Social,
okay.
mental.
Right, makes more sense now. Right.
Okay, so you got 3 sections: physical, social, and mental. You pick
Yeah.
the one that you're good at, the one you're okay at, and the one you crap at.
Okay. Right, I didn't hear it that way.
Okay.
Sorry, this signal is crap. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Five, 4, 3.
Yes, 5, 4, 3.
Yep. I'm finished.
Okay. Ollie? Ollie's finished. Scott, you finished?
Yeah.
Adam?
Oh, shit.
Adam?
Yes.
Are you finished?
Yes.
Chris?
No.
Come on, Lego.
Oh.
Is it Lego or Lego?
Right, I'm done. Yep.
Okay. Next up will be determining your skill sets. You've got 3 sections. You've got your physical, social, and mental skills. Prioritize these again like you did your stats or attributes. And for these, in your primary, you'll get 11 dots. Secondary, 7. And your tertiary will be 4.
What was that first one again?
11.
11. Okay.
Larceny.
Ooh, 11.
Oh.
We can't do anything in computer.
Well, you can if you want, but you won't get much use out of it.
Okay. Need to do some maths. That does not help. Okay. 2, 1. 1.
Drive. What's that one about?
That'll be how good you can drive a coach and horses, essentially.
Do they have to go in the same order as if we picked the last ones?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, mate.
Yeah. I meant 2, not 21.
You thinking of your armor again?
What the fuck? My delete button's not working.
You can actually use the cursor keys as well. So up and down will increase or decrease, respectively.
Oh, yeah,
How much weaponry was there back in?
Weaponry? What do you want?
Yeah. Firearms. How far along were we with firearms?
Revolvers were just coming out the production lines, so we're still on black powder. Firearms is its own skill. Weaponry is things like staffs, swords, daggers, knuckle dusters, batons, that kind of thing.
That's 11. Okay, and then the secondary one's 7.
Yes, it is pasted into the chat if you wish to look at that.
Subterfuge. Just remind me. I recognise it, but I can't remember why.
Basically, how good are you at lying, deceiving others? Larceny is how good are you at stealing or picklocking, pickpocketing even.
God. I don't think he'd be good at any of this stuff. Okay. Oh. Right, done.
Okay, is everyone done?
I'm done.
Okay, Ollie,
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Scott.
yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Okie dokie. If you look at your health box, okay, if you click the little calculator, that'll calculate your maximum health.
Ooh.
Oh, lovely.
And if you look at willpower, you'll get your willpower maximum is your resolve plus composure. So if you look at your mental and social and add them together, so resolve and composure, add those together, that's your maximum willpower.
Ooh.
So sorry, it cut out there. All I heard was willpower.
Willpower is resolve plus composure, and that's your willpower.
Okay, right.
Do we start off with any willpower?
Yeah, you start off
Zero.
with max, yeah.
Resolve and where's resolve and composure?
Resolve
Goal
is,
is mental.
and composure
Composure's
is
on the
social.
Why didn't you tell her that at the beginning? I would have moved numbers around.
You don't even know what willpower does yet.
I'm confused. I'm looking for resolve.
Resolve's under mental.
Ah, there it is. Resolve and composure.
Yeah.
So that's.
And your wisdom remains at 7. Your initiative should be dexterity plus composure. So if you look at your dexterity and your composure, that will be your initiative.
Yeah.
And your defense should be the lowest of dexterity or wits. And if you've got anything in athletics, next to that there's a little plus thing. On your defense, you can click the athletics into that to increase your defenses.
Oh.
Right. What? Can you go back to the one before that?
For what?
So I've just done willpower.
Yeah. Wisdom is 7.
Right. Wisdom is 7. Right. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Your initiative should equal dexterity plus composure.
Right. Okay. Let me just find my initiative first.
Initiative is derived traits on the right hand side.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. So initiative. Okay. Should be
Dex and composure.
dexterity.
It should equal that. So whatever, if you, for
Yeah,
example,
it does.
okay, cool. And then your defense is the lowest of dexterity or wits. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then if you've got anything in athletics, there's a little +0 there with a plus and minus next to it on if you hover over, and you add your athletics to that stat as well.
Just gone through doing all of the skills and it's just deleted them all.
Which one are you? Enoch. Oh, that's weird.
I vaguely remember what I heard.
Okay, mate.
Sorry, the last bit was add athletics to.
Yeah, if you've got anything in athletics, add it to your defense.
Okay, right. Right, I have. Good. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yay!
And your speed should be 5 plus strength plus dex. Health and is stamina plus your size, which is 5. Okay. When everyone's ready, are you okay, Ollie?
1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, done. 7. Okay. There we go. I think it's kept it now.
Okay. Okay, if everyone's ready, you can choose now 3 skill specialities. As long as you've got points in a skill, you can put a speciality in one of them, or you can put all 3 in one.
Okay.
Specialties will allow you to fine tune your character. So, for example, if your character is going to be really good with flintlock pistols or black powder, you put black powder down as a speciality, or flintlock. If they're good with a sword, put that under weaponry. If they're good with animal, if they've got animal ken, and they're good with dogs, you put dogs underneath that, and so forth and so forth.
See flintlock.
Right.
Where are we putting?
Okay, if you click the diamond, you
Yeah.
can add a speciality.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So if I
Okay.
go on firearms and click, I can add speciality.
Yeah.
Any speciality I want.
Yeah.
Let's make
But
this
don't
one.
make it too specific. I'll say this.
No.
Because if you just
It
say,
goes.
if you say, I'm going to be really good with a particular make of pistol, yeah, if that's all right, if you've got that pistol. But if you just say, I'm going to be really good with revolvers, then yeah, you pick a revolver up and you're going to be okay with it. You're going to be like, Billy the Kid sort of thing.
Or we can just say we're really good with firearms and pick that one.
No, you got
Oh.
firearms is the skill.
Oh, so it has to be a speciality.
It has to be
Right.
a speciality. Yeah, you've got to
How many
categorize.
specialities?
Three. You get three. Yeah.
Right. Okay, I get it now. Right, the ones we put points in is you got to make a speciality from them.
You don't have to, but you get three to put in with the skills that you've got.
So like brawling, I could put I'm
But-
really good at choking people out and getting them in a headlock.
Yeah, or just put wrestling down,
So specific.
or just put wrestling because that would cover that
It would.
because it's grappling.
Did I just roll brawling then? No, I didn't.
Judo.
Under science, could I put inventive or
Yeah, you can put inventor
So I'm going to put really good at grappling.
or
It's grappling, brawling.
actually it depends what kind of inventing you want. I'll be with you in a minute,
I
Chris.
would have said that would come under crafts.
I would, yeah. If
Oh,
you make it,
yeah, that's probably
if you're
it.
making things, yeah, crafts. If it's going to be looking at the periodic table, which is just starting to appear, then yeah, you could go under science, which would be discoveries.
Right, I put it under craft.
Okay. Sorry, Chris. What was you saying?
No, I was just saying. I'm going to say put I'm really good at grappling instead of brawling, instead of wrestling, because it's kind of the same thing. But
No, it's not. It's completely different. But okay.
well, grappling a bit. You grapple in wrestling. You grab each other and you move each other and you bend each other.
But if you do wrestling, you get moves.
Same as judo as well. Does a lot of grappling.
Yeah.
And you get moves as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get loads of moves in. Right, I'll put wrestling, grappling.
No, just put wrestling. I'd advise you just to put wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah, what you're talking about is what's known as catch as catch can, which is different to professional wrestling. It's basically amateur wrestling,
Oh, okay.
which is different to professional wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's added.
Well, that actually, in the book,
Oh yeah, that is added.
it gives like examples of fighting, boxing,
Yeah.
claws, dirty fighting. Actually, does grappling.
Yeah.
And then those martial arts, threats and throws.
I'm just trying to think of something I could put under larceny.
Lock picking, pick lock, break and entry.
Okay.
Pickpocketing, safe
Would-
cracking,
Yeah.
sleight of hand, concealment. The other ones.
That would be stealth more than anything.
High-tech security systems.
Would breaking and entering cover lockpicking then?
Lock picking would be
Okay.
its own thing, but break and entry would
Yeah.
be something like looking for the easiest route in.
Okay. Yeah. No. I think I'm gonna go for safe cracking. Actually, that sounds quite interesting.
Oh no, that
Or who? Someone else.
I don't know if that should come under medicine or science.
What's that, Adam?
Anatomy.
Anatomy. That would be science, mate. Oh no.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's What?
That's kind of science and medicine.
Yeah. Okay. So, are you looking at it in a way to work on somebody's body, or looking to study?
I suppose I'm more into like pathology, like looking at someone and trying to figure out how they died or how they got this particular injury or mark.
I'd say that would be science then,
Yeah,
because medicine
it's
is to
more.
deal with first aid, surgery, that
Yeah,
kind of thing.
it's not going to be that. So if I put anatomy/pathology,
Yeah.
kind of that's what it is.
And the similar thing with possibly biology.
Yeah. Biology would be science.
It depends what aspect of biology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, there's part healing, and then there's part where they make come under craft. I don't know. I'm stuck. I don't even know where I'm going, really.
Well, crafts are more you're making things. So blacksmithy, seamstress,
Yeah, no,
that kind of thing.
Just
I know that bit as well.
just for shits and giggles, I'm going to say that I'm really good at discus throwing. Because I cannot think of another specialty. So
Well-
that will do.
Well, do you have anything in occult?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have anything in crafts? Academics?
Nope. Academics I do, yes.
Well, academics, you could put research. Because this game does rely on research.
Okay, I'll do that then. That might be a bit more useful than discus throw.
Yeah. Or mathematics, even, or something like that. Anything academic.
If you're possibly going towards like doing little bits to either enhance or short-term adaptations of biological stuff, with a science or medicine thing will help with that.
That's more science, I would say. It depends how you're modifying them.
Yeah.
Like if you're making little like
If I wanted to, if I wanted to
mechanical
make
arms, that would be craft. But if you're
a
doing
ri-
like
so
genetic
a-
modification, that would be science.
so original Wolverine making bone claws and stuff, and
That
people.
would be crafts.
That'd be crafts.
Okay.
If you add in titanium to his skeleton, that's
No.
science or medicine.
What am I trying to choose? It's like one does non-biological and the other one does, or non-organic and the other one does organic. And I'm trying to bridge the gap, just for the awkward.
And when you've all done that, let me know, and we'll move on to the next bit.
Yep, I'm done.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, Scott. Great. Chris.
Oh crap, there's them too.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, just waiting for Scott then.
Um,
I'll
We
just
need
check these. Can I just check them with you?
Yeah, sure.
So athletics, I've gone for really good at climbing buildings.
Yeah, that'll work.
Well, no, really good at climbing.
Just climbing. Yeah, that'll work.
I
Yeah,
was going to say buildings, but I thought, well, no, that's too specific.
yeah.
And firearms, really good with a revolver.
Okay, so you got revolver down. Yeah.
And obviously brawl.
Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah.
I'm just wondering what I should put in mage traits under path or the legacy.
Yeah. Just hold fire on that.
Oh, okay, that's next. Okay.
I'm getting to there.
Right, my bad.
Because before we move on, I want to just quickly go over the health bar with you, or before we move to the next page. So when you're ready, let me know.
Health bar?
Yeah.
Aren't we just going to die in our first combat?
Possibly,
best to avoid that.
but it's really important to know how you're going to die. Okay, if you're ready, are you all ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. If you look at your health bar, you've got little green squares.
Yeah.
If you click one of them, it'll do a slash across it, and it'll go yellow. That means it's bashing damage. If you click it again, that goes to lethal damage, which is a cross, which is really bad. And then if you hit it again, that's an asterisk. It's red, and that means it's aggravated. When you can actually survive with all your bars being full with bashing damage, but when they are all full with lethal or aggravated, it's game over and you die. There's no.
Okay, if you right click it, it goes away.
Yeah.
Or if you could just click all the way around.
As your wounds get higher, your dice penalty increases as well. So be aware of that. So that's that health bar done. We've done the specialties. Okay, we're now adding in the mage template. So if you go to mage traits, you can choose a path order, and you describe your nimbus, and you choose a dedicated magic tool. So your path is what kind of magic do you use? So there are 5 in total. Acanthus, which are time and fate. They are not very good with forces, though. That's their inferior arcanum. Mastigos, space and mind. They're inferior to matter. Moros, matter and death, but they're inferior to spirits. Abrimus, which is forces and prime, but their inferior arcanum is death. And Thyrus, life and spirit, but they're inferior to mind. So if you need a little bit of more info on that, let me know and I'll do a rundown for you.
What page is it in there? Thingy?
Right, in the actual book itself, if you want the full description of each of the paths, it starts on page 20.
I'm loading it up. I think I'm going to go. Was it space and time?
No, that Acanthus is time and fate.
Time and fate. Oh, I like fate. Oh, yes. Yes, time and fate. Acanthus. Right, hold on. Where's my sheet gone? How to spell acanthus?
It's a drop-down menu.
Oh, it's there. Oh, yeah, yeah.
As it sounds.
Yeah, there's a drop-down
It's
menu.
also a plant.
Yes, it is. You are that the Acanthus are linked to the realm of Arcadia and the Fae. To give you an idea, your nimbus is usually of mists, thorns, Fae kind of stuff that's going on around you. It's
The nimbus is like our tool, yeah?
no, your nimbus is the aura that that taints your magic. It's your signature, and also you can use it for things like intimidation if you wish.
Oh, okay. I'm going to...
Oh,
Say a form.
okay. I know what-
There's 2 forms of nimbus. One is your signature, of what you leave behind when you use magic, and then your immediate nimbus is what it looks like when you're casting a spell. So
I could, like, leave green glowing dust behind.
yeah.
Right,
Well-
so I picked a path.
Okay, what you picked?
Ursus.
Eh?
Ursus.
Thyrsus. Oh, life and spirit. Yep.
Just-
And the other one is what it looks like when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
We have to pick an order.
Yes, you will have to. So, adamantine arrows are the fighters, essentially. Their order rote skills are athletics, intimidation, and medicine. The Free Council are libertines. They believe that people should be free to choose. They're free thinkers, if you like, as well. And in this world, most of them will be people that are trying to get the rights for ordinary folk, women, and of course to legalise homosexuality. Guardians of the Veil, they are the protectors of the Pentacle and of the Supernal. They value investigation, stealth, and subterfuge. They create labyrinths within cities for people to try and find a way around. And if they get to the end, they awaken. The Mysterium are the investigators. They investigate the occult. They're very good with survival, which is another rote skill of theirs. And they go and dig up the mysteries. You've then got the Silver Ladder, which are the people that believe that they are the rulers of the Pentacle of the Mages. They value expression, persuasion, and subterfuge. And they're the only ones you can play as.
Okay.
So if you want to know a bit more info on each one, let me know. I'll do a deeper dive.
The adamantine arrows were the nice ones, yeah.
And the Free Council were nice as well.
The Free Council are the libertines, if you like.
Everyone can do what they want.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. The core beliefs are... Right, the Free Council is comprised of mages with deep ties to the fallen world, which is where you are. They believe the ancients possessed extraordinary insight into magic, but prodigies exist in the world today, and new symbols are forged in the supernal to accompany human achievement. The past is gone and the future ever mutable, but the present is the most exciting time to be a mage, despite thousands of different occult practices conceived of at any time from thousands of years ago to yesterday. One creed binds assemblies with three tenets. Humanity is magical. Sleepers in groups evince supernal inspiration. Other orders hide within, control, and inspire sleepers' societies, but council mages invest in them, finding new occult secrets in culture, science, technology, and art. The next tenet is destroy the followers of the lie. Sleepers are enslaved by quiescence. The world is trapped under the power of hostile forces, further dilating the relationship between the supernal and fallen. The libertines aren't content with seeing through the lie themselves. It forces humanity into a hierarchy of awakened and sleeper merely by existing. And then democracy seeks truth. They believe in democracy and stands in total ideology opposition to tyranny. Only by rejecting all elements of their power can the exarchs be defied. If humans work together, draw on the supernal world, then the hierarchs, even awakened ones, dilute and neuter that power, reducing it to a mere trickle. The Free Council believes in making group decisions and elects temporary leaders in response to specific societal needs. In practice, this isn't much different to experienced mages, and thus libertines can comfortably coexist within a concilium governed by representative democracy. So they strongly believe in democracy and liberty and all that stuff.
Ooh!
Oh, it just makes it even more confusing now.
The adamantine arrows practice combat, essentially. Free Council are the libertines, the free thinkers, the people that believe in democracy. Guardians of the Veil protect the secrets of Mage Society, and also guard very dangerous relics. The Mysterium are the investigators. The Silver Ladder they like to think themselves the leaders, to be fair.
Where do you think we would have ended up, Scott?
I would have thought either reviewing your anger management and grappling, probably either the adamantine arrow, or we'd go full investigator with the Mysterium.
Yeah, I was thinking more investigator.
Yes!
If we
Join our order. I'm a Mysterium.
Oh, no, definitely the other one then.
Okay, Adam.
Join us.
Adam, if you pick Mysterium, go back to your attributes,
Yeah.
and under the little rote square box, tick investigation, occult, and survival. These are your rote skills.
Sorry.
I'm just talking to Adam at the moment. And I'll tell everybody what their rote skills when they pick the rote.
Yay!
Okay,
Got no points in occult.
excellent. That's what I like to hear. As Ollie, have you picked yours yet?
Free council.
Okay. Under attributes, go to your skills.
Yep.
Crafts, persuasion, and science are your rote skills.
Craft, persuasion, science.
And science, yeah.
Cool. Control.
And you just mark those with an X, or just click the
Yeah.
little box and it will mark it for you. This will come apparent when we cast spells. Okay. Scott, you picked one?
Yes.
Okay, which one you picked?
I think we go Mysterium.
Yeah, I think Mysterium.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 Mysterium mages, okay.
So
Yeah.
investigation, occult, and
Survival.
Mysterium, I'm free council.
Adam's Mysterium as well.
Hold on.
I'm
I can't even find him. I'm trying to find investigation.
No,
but-
but you said 3 Mysterium, I'm...
oh, it'd be Chris.
Chris, Scott, and
the Lego
Adam
boy.
are Mysterium.
Oh, yeah, I'm miscounted. Sorry, ignore me.
Investigation. What were the other two?
Occult and survival.
Cult and survival. Right, it's fun survival and the cult. Where's the cult?
Under
Occult
mental.
is two under investigation,
Oh yes, so it is.
and survival is on the nearer side.
There it
Physical
is. That's it.
And
Okay.
Oh, yay.
Right. What do we put in legacy?
Nothing yet
yeah,
at this moment in time.
What do we put in obsessions?
Obsessions. That's a good thing.
Agatha, what are we in reverse?
Right, you determine obsessions. Obsessions are, what does your character want to achieve magically? Do they want to study lightning in the storm clouds, or do they want to study how the tides move around the world in the oceans? Do they want to study the movement of migratory birds? Something that's magical, something that you can't explain through science and technology. Do they want to study ghosts? Do they want to study spirits? Do they want to study the undead, werewolves, fae, magic in general, that kind of thing? You know, what kind of aspect of magic do they want to study? Do they want to study matter at its core principles, or fire, anything like that? Anything that makes an obsession, essentially.
Right. So not tits.
Time manipulation.
No, not tits. No. So obsessions. These are long term, just like aspirations. They relate specifically to a mage's compulsion to explore the mystical in her life. They could be goals to learn or research specific things. They could be player goals for the character to encounter certain strangeness in the world. You receive one or more obsessions. This all depends on your gnosis. So bear that in mind. We haven't got to gnosis yet. Okay.
And what was Nimbus again?
Nimbus is essentially what aura your character produces when they cast spells, and the signature they leave behind. So, for example, if you're a death mage, Moros, and you've got matter and death, then your signature could be the fact that you leave grave dust behind when you cast spells. But when you're actually casting the spell, the temperature in the room drops, shadows lengthen, that kind of thing.
Right.
So there's two types of Nimbus. So you've got your signature, then you've got the immediate. And
Is there
these...
anything in the rule that I could use for reference obsessions?
Yeah.
I'm struggling to think of anything.
No, there isn't actually. There's no experience. There's no examples.
My obsession
Oh, hang
is
on.
time manipulation.
For example, they influence social maneuvering actions. Anytime a character uses focus, mage sight, scrutiny, an obsession applies, and the obsession adds a dice to the attempt as well. You get arcane beats from meeting your obsessions. So, what do you want to achieve, Ollie?
Well, the normal aspiration, abnormal, just all normal stuff. But if you say obsessions, it'd be for the magics.
Yeah, obsession is magic only. Yeah.
Right. So Chris has gone with like time manipulation. I don't know what would fit within a character.
Let's have a quick look at your character. You're Enoch, aren't you?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's like Ewok.
it does.
What's the ones from Time Machine? And that's the Eli in the Morlock.
Okay. Looking at your description, you like electrical explosions and lightning.
Yes.
So one of your obsessions could be storm chasing,
Ah,
looking to see if it's supernatural or not.
idea.
So that could be an obsession.
How many do we need?
You get, depending on your gnosis, this will all depend on your gnosis. So if you've got one gnosis, you will get...
What obsession?
Where's the
a character with one or two gnosis dots only has one obsession.
What's that gnosis?
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
We're getting to there.
It's at least one.
I can't come up with a good Nimbus.
An immediate one or a
Both.
one. What was the other one called? Immediate and
Hang on, what path are you? You're Thyrus, so your life and spirit. Okay, so do you want to be more life-based or more spirit-based, Adam?
Life.
Okay, for your signature then, for your signature Nimbus, you could say something like along the lines of, when you cast magic, plants are healthier after you've cast magic. They bloom brighter, more vibrant colours. That's your signature Nimbus. When you're actually casting magic, you could say that your body starts to get covered in vines, and vines start to appear and fall out behind you and wrap around as you cast magic. The stronger the magic, the more vines actually start to appear. So you could say that.
Right.
Or
So for
people hear animal calls or something like that.
So for my Nimbus, I could have, for example, a bit like how Thor does, like static electricity down my arm, fingers. When I'm casting magic.
Canthus, you're more with fate and time.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm getting mixed up again.
So, fate and time. You could say your signature Nimbus. After when you cast magic, your signature Nimbus would be, for example, all clocks in the room stop. But when you're casting magic, because you're looking into fate, let's say, then behind you it looks like the background just shatters into a myriad of broken pieces, like a mirror, and these represent, these lines in the tapestry of the world represent the various lines of different fate.
Could I have mine as like time seems to judder for like a millisecond?
Yeah. Yeah, it goes
Like,
into a time
like a
loop.
lag spike.
Yeah, like a lag spike or a time loop. Yeah, you got high ping.
Like it's buffering.
Yeah, like you got a high ping where you just appear, then disappear, and appear again.
Okay. Left behind.
Okay, I have some Nimbi.
Okay. So everyone's got Path, Order, and Nimbus. Dedicated Magic Tool is next.
Where's that?
Good question. I think that would be... Put that under Nimbus for now. So,
Dedicated
Magic Tool. This is what you use to cast magic, essentially. So, for Acanthus, it might be a pack of cards or dice. It could even be dowsing rods. For Mastigos, it could be a mirror or a book because of mind. For Moros, it could be grave dirt, or it could be a lump of gold for matter. Abrimus, Forces and Prime, they could say a box of matches, or no, it'd be a firelighter, or a wand that's been hit, that's come from a tree that got hit by lightning, for example. Athyrus could be a sprig of willow, or a pure water from a well in the wilderness. Could be anything like that. It's your dedicated tool where you draw magic through.
What's this called again? This dedicated tool?
It's a dedicated tool, a magical tool.
Dedicated tool, okay.
Yeah, dedicated magical tool.
Where's that bit?
At the moment, just put that under Nimbus. We will create an item for you. Hang on. Can I do that now? I wonder.
So I'd be okay having a pocket watch.
Yeah, pocket watch would be good. Good. Okay. There is one under items. In equipment. If you want to drag and drop that into your character sheet. You can actually make the description there as well.
What? In items?
In items on the right hand side, there's a thing called equipment. Drop down that. You got dedicated magic tool. Drag and drop that across to your character sheets.
Oh,
Nope. I'm on the items tab.
Staff and the crossbow.
Hang on. All players, observers. Right, you should see equipment.
Cash, climbing gear, crowbar, dedicated magical tool.
And do we drag that into...
Oh!
Just drag
I
and,
was looking for it on my character sheet.
Ah, there it is.
drag and drop it to your character sheet.
Let me just change the name.
Could I just have a quick idea of a magical item Acanthus would have? You said a pack of cards, maybe?
Yeah, tarot cards, dowsing rods, crystals.
Dowsing rods?
Dowsing rods. They're like the pieces of wire, essentially.
How do you spell that?
Oh.
I've got it.
Could even be a pendulum as well. A crystal on the end of a chain.
Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, I think that works well with my Nimbus. No, actually, I'll go...
Okay, is everyone ready to move on to the next bit?
Yes.
Rob, can you just check my... Oh, crap, I can't remember what it was.
What's that?
It's the thing we did before the numbers. The obsession, just in case might be a bit much. It might be too big a thing.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're trying to combine non-organic and organic to work together and seeing the crossovers that is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. Cool. Okay, mate. You just got your signature numbers to do, by the way.
Yeah, which is the longer term.
Okay. Is everyone ready to move on to the next bit? Okay. Now we get to the good bit. Alrighty. So, each of your paths have ruling arcana. So, if you're an acanthus, you want to click on the little box for fate and time.
Okay. Oh, in magic.
Yeah, under magic. And that will put a small R in that box.
Fate.
Okay. And if you're an acanthus, if you click forces twice, that'll put an I in that box, which means it's inferior.
What was that one again? Sorry.
So if you're acanthus, click forces twice, that'll put an I in the forces box, which means it's inferior.
Ah.
Okay. If you're a mastigos, okay, Adam, we're on magic now, mate.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah, we're on magic now, mate.
Right, what have I missed?
Nothing. Just saying. What path are you?
It's an Ancrius, same as us.
Ursus.
Thyrsus, right. On magic, under life and spirit, click the box. That'll put an R next to it.
Already done.
Okay. Now, on mind, I want you to click that twice. That'll put an I in there, which means it'll be inferior. Okay. So that's Ollie and Chris, Adam, Scott. You're matter and death, aren't you?
Yes, and inferior spirit.
Yep, that's it. So
Yeah.
you could do that for me. Yep, cool.
Um,
Alrighty. So, we now determine your starting arcana. Your character starts with 6 dots in arcana. You may only have 1 arcanum to 3 dots at this time. 3 to 5 of your starting dots must be in your ruling arcana, and both ruling arcana must have at least 1 dot. None of your starting dots can go to your inferior arcana. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. So we have 5 dots. We have 5 points.
You got 6 dots
6 dots.
in
And
total.
we can put them wherever we want, as long as we put 1 in fate and time, but we can't put it in the one we're inferior on.
Yeah,
Okay, I get that. Yeah.
but so for example, if you want to specialize in fate and time, you would put 3, 2, and a 1, or 3, 1, 1, 1. If you want balanced, it'll be 2, 2, 2, or 2, 2, 1, 1, or generalist 2, 1, 1, 1, 1.
What does matter do?
Matter allows you to change things like, for example, water into a solid substance. So you could turn water into soil, or you could turn metal into a gas. It changes the state of an inert object or matter.
Okay.
If it's living, then you've got to use life instead.
Right.
Prime again, please.
Prime are the building blocks of the world and of reality. It's
Thank you.
It allows you to draw mana as well sometimes. It also allows you to... What else? It can shield you against aggravated damage, and it can also deal aggravated damage as well. That's also another aspect.
Does that mean I can change the perception of reality then?
Hey?
You said it's to do with reality. Can I change how someone sees reality?
You'd need life for that.
Okay.
I think Prime's the only one that can shut down other magic.
No, every we'll get to those in a moment, but Prime has a universal counter spell as well.
Yeah. That's right.
Which we'll come to as we move along. Okay. Has everyone got that done?
I have.
6 points, right?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I've got that.
Oh, shit!
Yes, 6.
That was 5. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. You get 1 Gnosis for free. So put 1 in Gnosis. And then click the little calculator on mana. And you start play with 10 mana.
Okay.
What do I put in Gnosis? Sorry?
1.
1. 10.
Okay. Next, you get to start play with 3 rotes that you know. These are the rotes that your mentor has taught you. You can only have rotes which you can cast with your Arcana. So you look to the Arcana description starting on page 128. Or, if you look under items on the right hand side, I will let you be observers. You'll see under rotes, which is a green folder in the items, all the Arcana listed along with the rotes, and you're allowed to pick 3. But you've got to be able to cast them. So if you've got 2 in, for example, Prime, and you pick a Prime 4 rote, you won't be able to cast it.
Where am I looking?
Items on the right hand side of the window. So off the character sheet, chat window, items. You should see
equipment and weapons.
Right, you should see rotes in a green folder.
It's not in. I can't see it. Either.
Oh, hang on then, hang on. Now?
No.
That did.
Okay, hang on. What about now?
No.
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 Oh, that's weird.
Where did I do with the PDF?
What page did you say that on the PDF?
I have to load it every time.
128. Can you see it now? Is there any changes
Nope.
coming up? That's weird.
Yay, it's loaded.
Okay, let's try this.
One, 2, 8, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, that's back now.
So it's
Jeff.
Jeff.
Ah.
Yes.
That's not a nice thing to show me.
Eh?
You go to 1 to 8 and it just says deaf. I'm not deaf.
Oh.
I think I go downwards, fate. Oh, I am fate, yes.
So what are the roads? Are they just like the cantrip versions?
Well, yeah, yes and no. I don't know why it's not allowing you to see them. Hmm.
So we're picking roads. So it says hexes and boons and that. Is that what we're looking at?
Hang on, hang on.
I've gone down. I went to 1 to 8, then went down and looked at my. Oh wait, it's me. I think I went too far.
Right, so tell me the hexes and boons. Don't worry about that. That's just what fate
Oh, okay.
does. What you're
Right.
what you're looking at is, for example, the initiate of fate, interconnections, oaths fulfilled, quantum flux, stuff like that. Tell me which one you want, and I'll drag and drop it to your sheet. I will find out why that's not working when I get the chance.
Does it have to be just the ruling Arcana ones, or just anything you've got Arcana in?
As long as you can cast that magic, you can use those rotes.
Okay.
You get 3 to pick from. You see.
And they have to be the lowest, the 1 dot.
No, they don't have to be the lowest. If you've got 3 in a Arcana, you can cast a level 3 spell, essentially.
How many rotes are we allowed?
3.
3, okay. And they can be any power.
As long as you can cast that spell, yeah.
Right.
Sorry, where are the roads?
They start on page.
Right. They are both leader spells.
Yeah, they start on page 128.
Oh, that's cool.
1 to 8. Okay.
Tell me which ones you want, and I'll drag and drop them. But please go one at a time.
Can I take remote control, please, from Matter?
Certainly, Chris Lego remote control.
Yes, that's my first one. I will come back to you later.
Okay, so that should now be in there. I'll mark that as a vote.
Thank you.
What skill do you want that to run on?
Matter.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, I know it's matter, but is it your rote skills, craft, drive, or intimidate?
Oh, okay. I don't know. What.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Right.
Craft, skill, or intimidate.
No, craft, drive, or intimidate.
Well, I haven't got a point in any of them.
Which one would you like it to run on?
Well, none of them, because they're all 0.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah.
It took me too long to realise they were in alphabetical order.
Yes.
I was looking at all this death going, what?
I'll go intimidate, because I'm guessing I'll add points to that at one point then.
Okay.
I nearly went to that. Right.
I was expecting the forces to be first.
Okay. So
So
It's not. Right, here we go. So how many rotes can we have?
3.
that's cool.
Don't get too hung up on these because you still have improvised magic as well to utilise. But they're not rotes. These are things that you cast on the fly. Rotes are practiced time and time again to get the same results. So they're easier to cast.
Right, I know which one I want
Okay.
first.
So
I have invisibility, please.
invisibility.
Yes, please.
Okay. What level's that in forces? R2.
That's forces 2.
Yep. There you go.
And suggested skill science, please.
Science.
Yes, please.
Okay. Yep. There you go.
Yay.
What's your next one?
I don't know, I'm not that far yet.
Oh, all right. Scott, you okay?
Possibly. Oh, damn it!
Oh, that would be so useful. It's only a 1.
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah, I don't know why you can't see those folders.
Oh my god, there's so many cool life spells. I don't know which one to go for.
Wait, there's
Don't get
like
too hung
spells.
up on the spells, Adam, because you can actually cast all those rotes as long as you've got the skills to do so. It's just that you won't consider them a rote. So, for example, if you want to heal somebody and you don't have the rote, you can still heal them. It's just that it's going to be a little bit more difficult.
I get that, yes.
Okay.
I've got my second one, Rob.
What's that?
It's in time, and it's called Tipping the Hourglass.
Tipping the hourglass. Okay. And the skill?
Yep, 2 seconds. I'm just going to him to have a look.
Suggested rote skills: athletics, craft, investigation.
Oh, okay. Either or. Why have I got an X in that one? Why have I got an X in my investigation?
Because you pressed the wrong
Because
button.
it's no, it's
No, you meant to have
right.
that.
Because we're a magisterium.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, yeah, I'm going to use investigation for it then, because I've got an X in it, and I've got 4 in it anyway. So.
Investigation. Okay. Yep. There you go.
Thank you. I tend to pick my last one. I've lost a Shiki. Where's the Shiki?
I've selected my second spell. Bob.
Okay.
Speak with beasts.
That'd be life 1, yeah?
It's life 1. Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to be a druid.
Okay, and your skills are animal ken, empathy, and survival. Which one do you want?
Animal ken. Animal ken.
Okay. Yep. Done.
Right.
So, how many rotes are we picking? Is it just 1 or
3.
3? Okay.
Now I have to scroll all the way down.
I've got mine there. Chat.
Okay, that's handy. Your Enoch. Deepen shadow. You can't have deep and shadow because you can't use that magic.
Oh, the writing is quite small. I'll pick that a different one. Have I not got the right skill for it?
No, you've not put anything in death, so therefore you can't cast it.
Got ya. So I can only pick from time and fate.
Time, fate, and matter.
Right.
Quantum flux, I believe you can have.
Yeah, I think the control electricity is force. So I'll have to pick a different one.
Okay, what skill do you want for quantum flux? It's crafts, firearms, or occult is suggested.
Can it only be one?
Yeah. It can be any skill you want, but the suggested ones are those ones.
I'll use firearms.
Okay, there you go.
So I can't use deep and shadow.
You can't use anything other than matter, time, and fate. That's all you can do.
So
Only the
control
ones that you have
electricity
points
is
in.
that one.
Hey?
Where do I-
Spirit, right.
There we are. So I can't pick anything from Apprentice of Forces.
No.
Got ya. Okay. Can't have control electricity.
No, because you have no skill in those arcana, you can't cast them.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got my 3, I think.
Okay, what are they, mate?
Okay. Can I have a state change?
State change.
Yeah.
That's matter 3.
Yeah.
Okay, what skill do you want that under?
Craft.
Craft. Okay, yep. Next one.
Can I have body control from life?
Yep.
Athletics.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with wind strike on matter 3.
Wind or wound?
Wind. I'm pretty sure it said wind.
Oh, yeah, wind strike. Yep, got it. And the skill?
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay, yep. That's you
Did I say
done.
athletics on the body control?
Yes, you did, yeah. That's that done, yep.
So the ropes are just basically like the more practiced things.
Yeah, yeah. You've got routes which are they've been established for centuries, and if you do a certain thing a certain way, then you will get this result. Essentially, improvised magic is the combination, or even a singular arcanum. So you can actually combine arcanum together. As well, so bear that in mind as if you wish. Yeah, so for example, if you want a door to explode when somebody opens it, you'd hit it with a fate 1 time 2 and forces 4 effect, and that would give you like a hanging spell, essentially.
But if it fails, it will implode the world.
Yeah, no, if it fails, it just fails, and you don't cast it. But but the fate would allow you and your friends to pass through, but anyone else, it would explode and blow them up. Like a magical claymore, if you like, or booby trap.
Hmm.
So if I want to melt someone's body, that's matter and life.
No, that's just life, essentially.
Oh, okay.
You with that, you could just rip them apart with life magic, or turn them inside out.
It's not fun.
No, it's not. It's quite disgusting
Okay.
and scary.
I want.
You could
want
turn
to
him into a
command
tree.
spirit.
Command spirits.
Yes, I would like to command spirit. I shall order all the vodka to do what I want.
Is that? Oh, I got it. Yep. Okay, and the skill.
I've just closed the book. What's the options?
The suggested are medicine, athletics, and persuasion, but it could be anything you want, essentially.
Anything.
Yeah.
Because I'm shit at all of them. Actually, I'm not. Did you say investigation?
Yep.
That one.
Okay, there you go. That's your 3 done.
I've replaced the 2 that I couldn't have, and I put them in the chat for you.
Okay, so reading the outmost edits.
I think I've got it right.
Fate 1, yes, that you can do that. What's your skill wanting in there?
Persuasion.
Persuasion, right. And the other one was tipping the hourglass.
Yeah, under athletics.
Okay. Is that everyone?
I've got one more, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be lucky number.
Lucky number.
Yep.
Okay, and your skill? That?
Jesus fuck.
Oh, I'll just remind what it was. Was it investigation?
Yeah, I can do that.
Hold on.
Investigation, licensing, or science, yeah.
Yeah, investigation.
Okay, cool. Is that everyone? Has everyone got 3 votes?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can, if you wish, start the game with more gnosis, but it means you'll have less merits to spend. So, for a single dot of gnosis, you can drop down to 5 merit dots. And your character... No, these you don't have them on your sheet yet.
Okay.
But do you want... If you want to get rid of all 10 merit dots, you can have 3 gnosis. If you want to half them, you can have 2 gnosis.
Okay, what
Merits-
merit dot do again?
Merits are your background choices, essentially. So your resources, do you have access to a library, hallow, do you know high speech, which helps with magic spells, with casting magic and whatnot. Also your social aspects of of your traditions. Are you do you have status within your order? That kind of thing. Do you have access to libraries?
I'm going to use one gnosis.
You can also pool your merit dots together to buy a safe place or a sanctum, or even a hallow.
Oh.
So
We get merit dots back then.
only if you lose that merit. So if you want, you start with 10 merits and you have 1 gnosis. You can half your merit dots and start with 2 gnosis, or get rid of all your merits and start with 3.
I've halved it.
Okay, so you've gone to 2 gnosis. Okay. Okie dokie. So we're now on merits then.
I'll remind myself what the Gnosis does.
Gnosis is essentially the skill that you roll to see how well you do with magic. So, for example, if you're casting magic and you want to cast a space spell and co-locate, you would cast space and your Gnosis together to get the desired effect. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, basically, the higher your Gnosis, the more money you can spend, the more easier it is for you to cast spells as well. So if, for example, Chris has gone to
That makes
2...
more sense.
If Chris has gone to 2 Gnosis, Chris, if you click the little calculator on mana, you'll see how much mana you can spend per turn and how much maximum mana you can have.
11.
And yeah, so you can spend. You got 11 mana, and you can spend 1 mana per turn. I take it.
2.
Good mana per turn.
2. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then of course you equal that out as well. So you start the game with maximum mana.
Okay,
Okay.
I put my Gnosis up by 1.
Okay, so you got 5 dots to spend in merit as well. Okay. Is everyone ready to move on to merits?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, now, if you look under items again on the right hand side near the chat window, I'm hoping you should see merits. The merits folder.
Rotes are there now.
Only death
Oh.
though.
Only the deaf
Right,
ones.
there's roads. Death roads.
Right, hang on then. I know what's going on.
Yeah,
And there's no merits.
no.
So I might just use all my points and put it in Gnosis and I don't have to worry then.
And
Yes.
only the deaf 1 and the deaf 5 rotes have come up.
Right, I know what's going on. Okay, I'll sort that out later. Right, fight. Hang on, I know what's
Your
going on.
page? Is there a particular page? With
Hang on. You should get them now.
Yes! Merits!
Fighting merits, mundane,
Oh, there's loads.
physical merits,
Merit.
social merits,
And supernatural.
super
Love that show. I'm watching it at the moment.
If you praise the government, do you get more social merit?
Okay, so how many of these do you get to pick?
If you've not spent any in Gnosis, you get 10 dots.
Ooh.
So each one
10
costs a dot.
Right.
Each one has dots to spend. So, say for example, under mundane, area of expertise, rating of 1, but someone will require a prerequisite to have.
There was loads of merits. Oh,
Yeah.
physical, social merits, supernatural. Oh,
So
So you
hang
get
on. Area
10.
extra. Oh, rating is there. Right, so that means it costs 1 dot.
Yeah.
it could be here for a while.
I've got to pick 10. Right, okay. He doesn't have common sense, so let's not go for that. Let me go for that one.
So you get 10 merits if you've not spent any gnosis, right? Or mana.
Gnosis.
Gnosis. Okay, so I've still got the 1 gnosis.
Yeah, then you got 10 dots to spend.
Right.
And like I say, if a merit costs 4 dots, that's 4 out of your 10 spent.
Are the dots the asterisks within the descriptions? Oh,
No, when you click on it, under the title, it says rating,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
I
how many
see it.
dots. But some of them also have prerequisites you have to meet.
And obviously, you've got to have values in your skills to use them, correct?
If they've got prerequisites, yeah.
Right.
If they don't have any prerequisites, then you're fine. You can take them.
If something says rating 5, but obviously like you can have dots of 1 to 5.
Yep.
If you only have 1 dot in it, would that actually just be rating 1?
Yes, it would. Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking.
Before resolve. Oh, I can't do that.
Oh. I could get a familiar.
I'm going for a crystal thing.
Oh, don't talk to me about familiars and companions. You still have nightmares.
I thought the Queen was your companion.
Rob, I've gone fast spells, quick draw, and firefight.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
mate.
I think I can have one more. That's only 4. It's rating, isn't it? Oh, okay.
Six.
It doesn't accept these.
Oh shit! I just closed my sheet again.
That should be all the votes now. In. And you can drag and drop the merits over to your character sheet. It'll add them in.
Oh, I'm definitely going for this. I know what you're like, Rob.
What's that?
I'm going to go with True Friend. There's a section in here that says Storyteller cannot kill her true friend as part of a plot without your express permission.
Doesn't say anything about kidnapping.
No.
Just ripping apart your material body.
No, but I'm somewhat protecting them.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you could write up a little bit about your true friend and who they are, that would be handy as well.
My true friend be my mentor as well, or does it have to be someone else?
It could be your mentor. I don't see why not. You gained a true friendship with him or her.
Yep. Right, I'm done.
Okay.
Yep.
I say you could, if you want, pull points together to buy a sanctum or safe space or hallow. Hallows are where you get mana from. Other than that,
How many do we need for an hallow?
it can be one, but it doesn't give you a lot of mana.
I've got 1 point left. I
Yeah.
don't know what to use on.
You've
So
got 1, 2,
if anyone's got any left, I can throw it into a pool. If that's what we're gonna need.
Well, you can get mana from other ways, such as damaging your own body. It's called scouring.
Yeah, I don't fancy that myself. So I can save this mana to build a hallow.
No, you can't build hallows. They're just are in the world.
Okay, but I can use this to get a hallow or be a
Yeah.
hallow or find
You
a
could-
hallow.
Yeah, if you start with a merit with hallow, you'll have access to a hallow somewhere where you can draw mana from.
Okay, but the more points in it, the better.
Yes. So essentially, if you all throw a point into it, that's 5. That's 4 people, so you could have a 4-point hallow, which means you could draw 4 mana from it per day. Sorry, per hour.
Oh, right.
Oh no,
okay.
is it per hour or per day? I think it's per day. To be honest, I'll have to check.
Makes sense. Anyone got any spare points that they want?
How much was there? How much was it?
Well, I've got 1 left, so I'm putting 1.
Do we want a hallow or a sanctum?
Sanctums
How
allow
much is
you. Sanctums allow you to cast spells safely and away from sleepers, essentially.
Okay, how much is one of them?
Does that give us somewhere to stay?
Because I've used 5 of my points.
Okay.
So
I can sacrifice one of my.
But you need a safe place before you can have a sanctum.
Oh, that's what I meant then.
So we got how many points have we got then? We got 1 from Adam, 1 from me is 2.
I can do
Uh,
3.
how do you remove a merit?
Remove it. You just delete it.
Oh. Oh, there's a whole load of the character sheet I didn't even know about. Wow, I could scroll over there. Okay. Wow, that's amazing.
I was going to say there's a big red box with the cross on it. That's
Yes, I
delete.
couldn't see it. I had to scroll across.
So yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry, I
was-
got a really small screen.
Okay.
How much is the sanctum to buy?
Right, you need safe place first,
Safe places. Yeah.
which is a mundane, I believe.
Mhm.
Where is it? Yeah, so that's 1 to 5 dots for a safe place,
Okay.
and then a sanctum is again 1 to 5 dots.
Okay. So if we can get a point from everybody, well, I take it Lily Pop or Lily Pad. What's his what that name is?
Linky Splink.
Link.
Linky Splink is going to come eventually.
I hope so. Yeah. If not, then well, it's. I thought it'd be on tonight, to be honest, but it's not turned up. But
No.
We could
She's
keep
not
we
this
could
time.
keep a point each.
no. I'll find if it's not on tonight. I'll find somebody else, or we'll just go with what we've got.
There may be a reason. You never know.
Yeah. I say it. We'll have to see. But for now, just go as though he's not here.
Okay. So we got. Ollie, are you able to give a point?
I think so. Just 1 second. I'm just figuring out fleet of. Your character is remarkably quick. So, with the merits that are dots 1 to 3, do I just pick how strong I want this merit then, basically?
Yeah. You get the choice.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want it to be a 3 dot merit, you put 3 in the ratings.
Right. Three.
I nearly got excited about good time management. But
I've got that.
I was putting the separating the
that.
good time and the management instead of the good and the time management.
I bought my friend a cutlery set the other day.
Mhm.
It had no knives or spoons, but it's the fork that counts.
Oh,
They only get worse.
oh.
At least when my mum tells jokes, you've got to laugh because you know she's trying. But with Adam, I'm not so sure. She's doing it on purpose.
Oh, I could really be trying. You just broke his little heart.
He's trying in many ways. Yeah.
I'm achieving the desired effect. Let's put it that way.
He's normally trying to get me killed. So.
Hey, we've still got some time. It may happen.
Okay, is everyone done?
I'm nearly done.
Okay.
Is there a way to get more specialities and stuff?
Yes, there will be. You buy those with experience points.
Okay, so there's not like a way to get them at the beginning.
No.
No. Okay.
Okay, so I've got 1 spare merit.
Yay! You put 2 in each then.
I've got 1 that's rated 3.
Oh, nice.
Can you get merits after the beginning?
I think so. Just give us a sec, because there is experience points out here. No, you don't get extra merits.
That's sad.
So, like fighting finesse. So they've got to have like 3 dots in dex, which I do. But then he says I've got to have a specialty in weaponry or brawl.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way to get that.
No, you can't. You can't buy merits after. Oh, sorry, I'm mistaken. I've just seen it. It costs you 1 experience per dot, so you can buy new merits.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry. Yes,
Okay.
my mistake. To buy skill specialties, it's 1 experience as well.
Okay. I just can't get it at the moment. I can't remember.
So are you all got your merits done?
Yeah. So, I think
Okay.
we're saving 1 each to put 2 in the safe place plays, and the other 1 in the mana pool thing.
Wait,
Okay.
did you say we're saving 2 each?
No, 1 each. We're gonna put
Oh,
2. We're gonna
yeah,
put 2 in each.
I mean, you can get other things that are collected. Things like
Okay.
the library, Palo.
Mm.
Workload,
Okay, should we
things
save? Should we save them for now then, and do it at another point, or do you want to get a library and a thingy? In?
I don't know if you can save them.
Do we have to use them now, Rob?
What's that?
Or our merit points?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay then. So we've got 4 points between us. What can we spend it on to help us?
You could put 2 in Hallow, 2 in safe space, and then work on a sanctum in game. You can work towards a sanctum if you want.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
So you could put 2 in Hallow, which will give you 2 mana per day, and then a 2-point safe space, which would be essentially a townhouse, the size of a townhouse. Then you could create your own sanctums as you go along by spending the experience points to buy it to do a sanctum.
Oh, we've got a townhouse! Yay! Is that nice?
It depends. How do you mean nice?
Are we above the squalor?
Well, yeah, we're in a house. That
You
kind of-
you are in a house.
That makes us middle class at least.
I think there was back then they didn't have middle class, did they? Was it just upper and lower? You were either rich or poor.
Yes, you was rich or poor.
And you couldn't move between.
It's very difficult to move between. Yes.
Well, we're starting after the cholera outbreak, though, aren't we? It's gone now. Because that killed a lot of people.
No, it's not. It's still here. It's still to come yet.
Is it? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, because Prince Albert dies of it.
Stay away from cholera.
Just don't drink the water. You'll be fine.
Don't touch people. Don't drink water. Don't eat the wrong food.
Okay, Scott, you've got no merits in yet, mate.
Um, right.
I'm also
I'm gonna. Can you give me more of an idea about the Greg?
Hmm?
Well, I don't know how to say it, but it looks like E. Gregor.
Oh, that one. Okay, hang on. I'm just putting in your free merits. E. Gregor. Okay, if you're a Mysterium,
Yeah.
uh,
I get the bit that it gives you a bit more status within it, but like.
okay, so at level 1, you can actually work as a team, casting spells. So if another Mysterium Mage is casting a spell, you can actually assist, by the looks of this.
Oh, that's cool.
And they don't suffer the -3 penalty to contribute without the necessary Arcanum rating. And it adds an automatic success of a full participant.
Oh.
All members of the ritual team must possess this merit.
Oh. Okay, hang on.
Oh, hang on. Cool.
I've added onto your sheets also 1 dot in order status and 1 dot in high speech.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that was one of the ones I chose. Damn it.
That's good. Well then, for a second.
But you get a dot back then. There you go.
Right. It's the only thing I decided on, and he already put it on.
Sorry.
Back to 5 again. Oh well, 4 because I've got a safe place thing.
And hello. You should have hello.
Oh, and a hello, so I'm actually at 3 now. So 1 in safe place and 1 in hello. Hello.
Although, did you put points in hello? If not, it'll just be Chris and Ollie.
Oh, we actually have to put points into it. Oh, okay. Where is hello then?
How many points have you got?
Right, so how many points did you in total put in hello?
I think we're going to put 1 each, weren't we? But I didn't realise we had to do it on our sheet. Sorry.
Right.
Where is hello?
So
yeah, I saved a point for hello, so you can...
Are we doing hello and safe place, or just one of them?
right. Okay, hang on.
We're doing 1 in oh no, right. So we're doing 2 points in hello, 2 points in safe place. So I've got 1 in hello.
Right, 2 points in hello. Who put points in hello?
I'm putting a point in hello.
Right,
I
so
can.
that
Should I
okay.
put that on my sheet?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you got the merit yet? I've just looked at your sheet and you don't have the merit.
Well, before the order status speech, I used 9 merits.
Right,
Yeah, you have
okay.
to go over, mate.
Sorry?
It's in it. You have to go to supernatural merits. It's in there.
Yeah, I've got it in front of me.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you've got to. Are you putting any points into hello as well, Scott?
Yes.
Okay, and I'll put that up to 3.
I'll do.
They have a point in hello as well.
Okay, so all the people that put points in hello, add the points together. That's the amount of mana that hello will have, and you will all have access to it. Whoever's put points into it,
Hooray!
and the same with the safe space.
I'll put 1 point in safe space. Where is that? I can't find safe space.
Go to your items.
You lost
You
your
can
safe space.
go to items and use the search bar.
It's under social merits.
Ah, thank you. Right, so we've got a safe space. We haven't got a townhouse anymore, though. It's only level 1.
It depends how many people put points into safe space.
I think we've just got 1 point.
I've only got the 1 in hello.
Okay, So you've only got access to a Hallow.
Wait, when did I put that on there? Where did that come from? I didn't put that on there, and I
What-
got rid of that. What's
what-
going on?
What I put on order status and high speech for free.
Oh, okay, because high speech was the one I deleted.
Yeah.
And then it suddenly came back, and I was like, wait, I'm
Yeah,
sure I deleted that.
because you all get that for free.
Okay.
So just a quick question. I haven't got any points in Hello because I put it in safe place.
Yeah.
I can still use the Hello.
No.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, what's the point of pooling the numbers together for our safe space and Hello then?
Only those people
I
that
think-
put points into the thing, you can use it. Unless the others allow you to use it.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, right. That makes sense. Yeah. So I thought that's what it was doing. We are.
But you would have to ask them for access because they would know where it is.
Yes.
Use my
Ha 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 ha! We have the power.
Well, my twin brother knows where it is. So.
Can't ruin that one.
I've got the safe place.
I don't care. I'm fucking rich.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Why have you got resources, Adam?
I'm a fucking university professor. I work at the fucking British Museum.
For your fault.
But you don't have any resources.
It's the British Museum.
Well, okay, if we're using the rules of the game, yes.
Where are the merits actually showing up? So-
In
The right
attributes
hand
on the
side.
right
Can't
side,
speak.
you have to scroll across.
Oh yeah. Haven't seen it.
It took me a while to find it.
Every time I open the character sheet, I can't see the sidebar.
See, and you all laughed at me because I couldn't even find the red square. And some of you can even find the merits. So don't even laugh.
I just didn't know where I was looking for that. But I can see all of my character sheet. I just lose the chat thing behind it.
It is a very big character sheet, I must admit.
Loads of people say that about me. Go on, that was better than Adam's.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine is of a manageable size.
You said that about yourself. Yeah.
You can interpret that however you wish.
Yeah. Okay. So,
We've filled everything in now. I think we have, haven't we?
Yeah, nearly, yeah. I think
What
that's-
age did we say we was going to be, Scott?
you said 27.
27. Okay. Let's go 27.
I'll just quickly go over everything with it all.
Mine. 56.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
Agatha's like, really
Jesus
young.
Christ.
Who? I've got Adam's sheet up. Who else has put points in Hallow?
Me.
Me.
So that's another 2 onto that. So you've got a 3-point Hallow.
And a 1 point safe place.
And
Oh, 2. The brothers have got a safe place.
and
Screw the rest.
so how many points in safe space?
1.
2 points. Okay.
Yeah, just me and Chris.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, wicked.
So I'll just check that. Right, you need to put that up. There you go. And you got Hallow. 3 dots. And Bongo, Enoch. Okay, right. That should be everyone done.
Ooh. Okay, if I get area of expertise,
Hmm.
okay, I'm not sure if I'm reading this right now. So the physics, blah, blah, blah. what you need is resolve 2 and 1 skill speciality. And then it says your character is uncommonly specialised in one area. Choose a speciality to assign to this merit. Forgo the +1 bonus afforded by a speciality in exchange for a +2.
What are you reading?
Area of expertise. Some of the mundane.
Yeah, I got it.
So that just enhances one of the specialities I've already got, not give me another one.
Yes.
Oh, damn it. I was wondering if I took that, it would allow me to then take the finesse thingy after people. But,
No,
okay,
it
never
just
mind.
reinforces a particular area and your skill sets. Okay, you get 2 yantras as well.
What's a yantra?
I'll tell you in a moment.
The wavy hand thing. I think.
Yeah, it helps you cast magic, essentially. 117. Okay, magic yantras. Magic is the act of transforming will to power. A mage needs no more than that. Just the ability to think clearly enough to form an Amagio is enough to work the magic. But mages are also human, and humans find that the focus necessary to form and maintain all but the simplest Amagos at the drop of a hat is elusive at best. Instead, mages do what all humans do. They use semiotic shortcuts, such as first grader may learn Roy G. Biv as mnemonic for the colours of the rainbow. So a mage uses symbolic times, places, words, items and movements as a key to forming a Magio for his spells. The Diamond calls these keys yantras, after the Sanskrit word for the mystical design or apparatus. The Free Council prefers the more prosaic instruments, focusing on their grounding in humanity's acts of creation. So each yantra has a meaning above and beyond the yantra itself to the mage who wields it. The crystal rod is a tool for clarity and a means of action at a distance, of touching beyond one's grasp. To some mages it's a symbol of male sexuality, others see it as a mean of channeling power and removing illusions. In order to use a yantra, a will worker has to recognise a specific symbolism in the tool. That reflection then factors into her arcane understanding, enabling her to use the symbols as foundations for the spell. Rather than drawing a picture of what she wants freehand, she instead has a stock image she can trace and use inspiration. The more yantras she uses, whether different in interpretation of the same tool or different tools together, the more basis she has for her imagination or spell, making it easier to form. So these yantras offset penalties. The maximum you can have are +5 dice. As a mage, you may wish to use a yantra as possible in the spellcastings, especially for powerful acts of magic. These can't be used on improvised spells. They can only be used on ritual castings, which will take about 1 hour or more to cast. So you're allowed 2 at this level that you're currently at. That's for both people with 1 gnosis and 2 gnosis. I don't know if there's a section on your character sheet for that. Yes, there is.
It's an item we use up.
No, it's a certain technique, if you like. So, for example, if you was a adamantine arrow, you might do a combat kata, like Tai Chi. Or if you're a Moros mage, which is death and matter, you might go and forge something and create something, and that would be part of your yantra. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
So I would go and sit and wait then.
Eh?
And mine's time and what is it again? Time and time and fate.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah. I could
so yours could be
sit there and
meditation.
meditate.
Yeah. So yours could be meditation. You see.
Okay.
Okay. I think
Where
everyone's.
do we put that?
It's under yantras, under magic, and you get 2 of those.
I am a life person, so mine could be banging someone,
Yes, sex is a thing. Yeah.
or I could bang myself.
There's no rule.
Yeah.
I shall rub my loins.
Eureka! Ka, ka, ka. You're too old for that.
I am not too old for that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's a dove from above.
Yeah.
My yantra, rub my loins.
You're just a bunch of dirty old men, really, aren't you?
Yes, for the old. Go for you.
Like I said, Rob, this was all your idea. Now you got to reap what you sow.
Oh dear.
So syphilis.
I don't know how you're going to get on when you're facing down tentacles from the abyss.
Oh, I think
the whole
we'll
head
be
guy thing.
absolutely fine against tentacles.
Okay. Is everyone finished?
But I'm trying to think of one more yantra.
Okay.
I've got meditation. That's it.
What is your order,
What?
Chris?
Hold on. Mysterium.
Mysterium. They could use. Let's have a look. They could use runes. High speech to intone your magio, describing what change you will it. You could use your tools, your dedicated tool.
Okay. Then I like dedicated tool.
I mean, it's up to you. High speech, it's very deep, resonant voices that you all speak, and basically each word is a change in reality as you create it.
I've got meditation and dedicated tool.
Okay. All right.
How many do we pick?
2. You get 2 yantras.
I need to pick another one.
Is this everybody?
Yes.
Where are the yantras found?
Magic.
Magic. Ah, it's an...
Yeah, because yantras are personal to each mage, there are none in the actual game. You'd have to create your own. And these are things that you would use when you're doing ritual magic, because they take too long to actually do when you're improvising. So, for example, if you're in your safe place or in your sanctum, and you can utilize the yantras then to create more powerful effects.
Right, I've got my 2 yantras based on life and spirit.
Okay.
I'm going to rub my loins and make spooky noises.
Right. Okay. Just one thing before we move on. Gaining mana. You absorb mana through various methods. The most common method is ablation, a targeted meditation at a hallow. This requires Gnosis plus composure roll and 1 hour's time. Each success gives 1 mana up to the limits imposed by the hallow. As well, a mage with a legacy can commit a special oblation even away from a hallow, which is why legacies are so powerful. Mages with 3 dots in prime may use the spell Channel Mana and to absorb mana from a hallow without ablation. If mana is left to accumulate at a hallow, it will eventually congeal and crystallise into tas, which can be stored and accessed later. If the tas congeals in food, it can be eaten to absorb the mana, otherwise Channel Mana is required to access the tas. So be careful about how your hallow looks and what it will produce as tas. Moments of supernal revelation can generate mana as well. This usually means fulfilling an obsession. And last but not least, it is last but not least, you can also scour your pattern for mana, literally tearing apart some of the building blocks that maintain your physical form. This shreds your mortal body, but the resulting release produces mana. In game turns, you reduce physical attributes and all traits derived from it, such as health for stamina, by 1 dot for 24 hours, or suffer 1 resistant lethal wound. This produces 3 mana. At Gnosis 1 to 4, you can scour once per day. At 5 to 6, you can scour twice, and 7 to 9, you can scour 3 times. At Gnosis 10, you can scour 4 times a day. And lastly, there's Blood Sacrifice. It offers up mana, but in an act of hubris, the mage kills a living being for mana. In death, releases the mana from its pattern. The small animal will offer 1 mana, whilst the human sacrifice will offer as much mana as the person has integrity dots remaining before the killing blow. Or wisdom for your case. The mana gained from sacrifice ignores the spend per turn limits on mana if the sacrifice is part of a spell casting. But if you do that, you will lose wisdom, as it is a huge act of hubris, like I said.
Sorry, I've got to go. Is it alright if I sort the Yamtras, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Next week, I'll send the message, because I'm a little bit confused about what sort of object they have to be. But yeah, I'm going to have to go.
Okay, mate.
So it's been a good session.
Okay.
Looking forward to next week's one. So see you all later.
Okay,
So,
mate. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
See you, Ollie. Okay, we'll if everyone wants, we can start the intro.
Yeah.
Is everyone okay? Yeah?
Just check. I took one of my merits as the Grimoire,
Yeah.
but I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to give me.
Right, you've got a magical book, essentially. If you are capable of casting the spells described, you may use the grimoire to learn the rotes with experience, or cast following the grimoire instructions on page 214. Okay, so you'll have to tell me what the grimoire is about and what spells are in it. And when you do, if you have the ability to cast them, you can cast them directly out of the book, or you can learn them from experience points and study the book, essentially. Gives you a bit of a head start. Okay?
Yep.
Alright. I'll move everyone over to the next scene. Let's change the music a little bit. Thunder cracks the sky as the rain hammers on the glass window of the small, poorly lighted room you're all sitting within. A round table placed in the centre of the room with a twin candlestick holder and 2 candles burning bright. Oil lanterns have been placed on the small wall plates to shed more light into the room. It is well furnished with oak furniture and walls plastered and freshly whitewashed. Along one wall lies a bookcase with various books from all over the world containing many subjects. A tall boy sits by the door by which you all entered the room. The only sound in this room is that of the ticking of a large grandfather clock, the hands on the face showing the time to be 8:30 p.m. You all received a letter, an invite to this place to meet with the herald of the concilium. The only name you have to go by is Orphic. You all know this is a big deal, and with all of you just recently being released from being tutored by your mentors in your respective orders, tensions are high. Lightning lights the dark room up outside as a crack of thunder rattles the glass in the lead of the window frame. It's strange that a thunderstorm would happen on New Year's Day. The invite to this meeting also denotes your contact is late by half an hour. And if you would like to have a chat between yourselves and introduce yourselves.
We've never met before, apart from obviously me and them.
You'd have seen and heard each other because you've all been in London for quite a while with your mentors. So you've been basically thrown together by your mentors. If you want to roll a intelligence and politics roll, so if you're on your character sheet, you click intelligence and then politics, and then click the dice symbol at the top of the paper. This will be the first roll of the night.
Intelligence
and politics.
Oh, right.
Intelligence.
Yeah, no, I found it.
And politics. Oh, I got nothing in that. And then you click what?
The dice at the top of the...
Excuse me.
There you go.
I'm done. Next.
Did that work? No,
Yeah,
it
did.
it's fumbled. It's
Oh, yeah.
dramatic failure.
was.
Yeah, take a beat. For that, Proteus.
Take a what?
Take a mundane beat.
A mundane beat. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. How do I get off this? Where do I put that?
Those-
That's me.
You don't, only Proteus does.
Oh, sorry,
Oh.
I get mixed up already. Proteus. Mundane beat, mate.
Yeah.
For a dramatic failure. Okay, fair enough.
Go. Whoa.
So, yes, you're all in the room. Introduce your characters to each other.
I'm Lego. It's nice to meet you.
Lego? Odd name, isn't it?
No, what's your name?
My name's Bongo.
Well, that's a very odd name. Anyway, this is my brother Prometheus.
Proteus.
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 What? Proteus.
Proteus. Proteus.
So, Lego and Proteus.
Yes.
You Danish at all?
No. We don't think so anyway. Are we Danish?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. We were really young. We never met our mother.
Okay. You won't let me do the beat.
The what?
My mundane beat.
He's having a beat.
The sick robs right away.
No, I'm
Really?
here. I'm here. I'm
Alright.
just trying something to... you're Proteus, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, if you click the book, open progress menu,
Ah, okay.
you will, under beats, put a 1, and then the reason, dramatic failure. I'll do this one for now, and then add. That will give you 1 beat. Can you see it?
You got a beat?
Okay, if you click, like I say, open progress menu, you'll actually see it there as well. So you can do that. Okay.
And it just says initial and nothing else.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. If I say show it all, then it comes up. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I have to say this is most outrageous.
I know,
It pulled
30
out
minutes.
here on such a miserable day.
Oh, I've never seen thunder in the middle of January, I must admit.
No,
We have.
it's highly unusual.
Ever?
Yeah.
When?
Most years.
I don't think
It's
I've
London.
Do you get thunder in January, or don't you get thunder in January?
Not usually.
I live in London. I know.
Really? Oh, okay. That just seems a really weird time of year to get thunder.
If you want to roll intelligence and survival,
Okay. See how many fun fails we get this time. Oh, I got something. Oh, that wasn't me.
Bongo, Proteus, yet it is very odd that you're getting thunderstorms at this time of year. The weather hasn't been warm enough for a start. It's middle of winter. Now you do have at your disposals a thing called Mage Sight.
Better say, can we go look outside and look up at the clouds? There's a window.
Yeah, you can hang on. So you do have the ability of Mage Sight, which is did I put it in here?
Isn't it slightly different for everyone as well?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, hang on. Be easy on this. Do. So there's 3 different forms of Mage Sight. There's peripheral. There is active and focused.
Well, I'm going to kind of just go to the window and just stare mysteriously at the thunder and clouds and just try and see if we can feel anything, see anything. Taste
Okay,
anything.
hang on. Let's go to the index. I'll say I'm really sorry about this if it's a bit slow because I'm still learning myself. This is a new system for me as well. And there's a lot to take in. Oh, for God's sake. Why? Sometimes these books are written badly. And they're finding the damn stuff. Okay, here we go. 89 I want. Here we go. As you look out the window, Bongo and Proteus, lightning flashes and you peripheral Mage Sight activates. There's something supernatural going on with this storm.
By Jove, there's something supernatural going on with this storm.
I loved it. By Jove. Might explain why the contact's late.
Yes,
Or could be the
maybe they have brontophobia. Maybe they don't like getting wet. Maybe they've been struck by lightning and have exploded.
That is one theory.
Proteus looks at his brother and goes, maybe they're late.
Maybe yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Is there any tea making facilities or drink making facilities in the room?
There is a gentleman outside who is looking after this building. He shepherded you all up here when you arrived. So if you ask, he could potentially bring you some food, refreshments.
Okay. Excuse me, fine sir.
Yes.
Oh, we'd like some refreshments. It's been half an hour. We're very thirsty. Hungry.
Yes. Indeed. Excuse me. What is it? I have tea. Would you like tea?
Kill me. Have we got alcohol?
I guess so. I could look for some gin.
No, gin would be nice. We
Yeah.
know bacteria in gin.
Okay.
I will have an Earl Grey tea with a dash of chamomile and
Very
sugar.
well. Yes, I'll do that. And he looks to you, Proteus.
Just a gin.
Gin, right? Okay. 2 gin and tea Earl Grey with a dash of what was it?
Chamomile.
Chamomile. Right.
My dear
yes.
boy.
I will be right
One
with you.
sugar.
I'll be right with you. Yes. I'm sorry if the mistress is late. She's not. She's usually very punctual. And with that, he turns and heads down the stairs. You can hear him pottering around in the kitchen, and the slow, steady boil of a kettle starting to begin. Are any of you activating your mage sight? It is a reflexive action.
Yes.
Yeah, let's all do it.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no going to be any clash of wills, so yeah, you'll see this. And yeah, indeed, there is something in the storm clouds. Does anyone have any? What's your ruling, Adam? You'll see it. The others won't. There's something supernatural going on, but Adam, you spot a spirit, a very powerful one in the clouds, and it's hanging above a certain location in London.
Can I see which location that is, roughly?
Yep. It is. And I find it. Near the Docklands, where the new East Empire Company has set up a new dock.
Mm. Oh, this is most egregious. Keep us waiting half an hour.
Oh, well, at least we got refreshments on the way.
And as you say that, the door opens and the man enters. He's dressed like a butler, with a tray, with a bottle of gin, 2 glasses, and a teapot. And he places it down on the table in front of you. There you go, gentlemen. Please enjoy. He turns and leaves the room and closes the door behind him.
I'll pour a gin.
Okay.
It's Proteus having a drink as well.
Yes, please.
Yeah, 2 gins. How long are we going to sit around and wait?
I've got some important work to be get on with. So I hope whoever this person is, they don't give us waiting any longer. I shall be writing a formal letter of complaint.
Who to?
Oh,
The Concilium, it would be.
yes, I shall write a very strongly worded letter expressing my displeasure.
I think, yeah, you'll definitely shake some boots.
Oh, I'll shake something, all right.
The door bursts open. Enter the room, and you look at the new arrival, and you see a woman framed in the doorway. She wears her black raven-coloured hair long and loose, high cheekbones with a strawberry and cream complexion, an unblemished pale skin. Strange amber-coloured eyes scan the room and yourselves from under a loose-fitting hood. Her clothing drenched from the rain outside, her breathing seeming to be laboured. She smiles and steps into the room, closing the door behind her. And I will put it in Discord what she looks like, because I've not set a character sheet up yet. First, I apologise for being late. The coach threw a wheel and the horses bolted. Took me 15 minutes to talk to the poor things round to get him hooked back up to the coach as the coachman fixed the wheel. Now I'm soaked to the skin, she says, moving over to the unlit fireplace. As she does so, a spark ignites the wood, sending it into a roaring inferno. Steam starts to slowly rise from her clothing as she stands with her back to the fire. You all get a faint smell of a forest just after a summer's rainfall. Right, down to business, I guess. I am Orphic, one of the heralds to the Concilium here in London. That means I make sure their orders are passed on to mages such as yourselves, all warnings and summons. Trust me when I say it's better to receive a word from a herald rather than a provost or a sentinel. And you certainly do not want a visit from an interfector. Now, has your mentors informed you about the Lex Magica? She shakes each of your hands as she introduces herself to you.
Just nod and say, yeah, definitely.
Roll manipulation and subterfuge.
I am not going to join the subterfuge.
No. Proteus is just looking at her brother.
She looks at you, raises an eyebrow and smiles. I see. Maybe a refresher would be helpful.
I have no idea what this Lex Magica is.
Indeed.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt for the other guys, you know.
Okay. The Lex Magica are the laws by which we mages here in London adhere to. Break them at your own peril. Some are more severe than others, mind you. First, gold laws were laid down before the fall of Atlantis. It is each mage's responsibility to progress in their studies, unless it comes into conflict with another hallows or sancta. If this happens, it is agreed upon to reach an agreement with the party involved. Second, silver laws are laid down by the Concilium here in London and span the whole of Great Britain and the Empire. These are as follows. The precept of secrecy, also called the veil. It is regarded as a serious offence to speak of magic to the unenlightened or to openly practice it in front of sleeper witnesses. The precept of protectorate prohibits cabals from trespassing in, spying on, or attacking another cabal's sanctum. The precept of hubris frowns upon mages who use magic to manipulate or harm others without good reason. Self-defence is a very good reason, mind you. The precepts of war sets rules of engagement by which cabals and mages may engage in magical warfare. Any dispute that cannot be resolved in a peaceful manner by the Concilium, Lex Magica strongly encourages the use of dual arcane, which will minimise bloodshed and the potential for accidental mayhem. Finally, there is the law of iron. Then these we trust to yourselves to make with your fellow mages in and around London. These include oaths and other treaties, but know that if any of it comes into dispute, the higher laws will take precedence unless overruled by the Concilium. Now, any questions? She smiles, her face smiling and her eyes shining from the lights in the room.
All makes sense.
She takes a seat at the table. Her official business now over. So, off the record, do you have any questions, gentlemen?
Yes, what are we doing here?
As an introduction, essentially, your mentors thought it would be prudent that you would all meet and see if you could work together as a team. Now, it's sometimes the older mages like to play matchmaker, if you like, and they think that you might be a good fit.
Aww. Staring at
With,
them.
with these two ruffians?
Oh, look, you'll love us. So much fun. We know magic. Like street magic. Can I pull some cards out? And start doing normal human magic. Pick a card. Any card.
Not that one.
I'd rather not.
Oh, come on. Be fun.
May I?
You mate, come on, pick a card.
Orphic reaches across and she takes a card.
Oh, you need to put it back in. Remember that card.
Okay, I remember it.
Right. And I'm
As you-
gonna shuffle the deck of cards and try and pull her card out.
Okay, I need you to make a dex and be subterfuge roll, please.
Oh no, I'm actually good in them two things. Yeah. Oh well, kind of goes against. But... Oh well, don't matter.
She looks at you. Maybe more practice would be helpful.
Yeah. I've been practicing for a while. It's not going well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, any questions about London, the people around it, or the other supernatural creatures? Anything you want to know about?
Where do we start?
Well, this storm is rather odd for this time of year, don't you think? Maybe this would be a good choice, a good place to start. Also, I'd like to inform you that you may wish to introduce yourselves to local werewolves when you find them. We don't have much dealings with them, but they can be quite a prickly bunch. The vampires and the concilium have an agreement, but the lupines can be a tough crowd and very particular. As for the fae and other supernatural denizens here in London, they're few and far between, and so you will make them what you will. We do know that a few of the Seers of the Throne have pylons here in the city. We don't quite know where they are yet, but they do have a lot of sleeper support in the form of cults. There's also been a spate of murders lately of mages from both the Iron Pyramid and the Pentacle Order. We're trying to investigate, but no one knows who's responsible yet. But our suspicions are a group of banishers, maybe.
Who were the cult people?
In what regard?
The cult you just mentioned.
Oh, the Seers of the Throne. They have cabals, much like yourselves. They're called pylons, though. And they have sleeper support in the form of cults. So they would lie to the sleepers, essentially, and use them to run a smoke screen or as their lackeys, usually using heavy mind control. It makes it difficult to root them out. Also, while you're here, and it's not very far from this location, I would suggest you might want to visit the local boggart who makes his home in the Islington Tunnel. He goes by the name of Glimbrin Oddsocks.
Oh no.
And
Why?
I can have my moments as well.
Oh no.
And he looks after the barges and the crew when they pass through the tunnel. Take some boiled sweets with you, as he likes those, but is taken to scaring some of the barges and the crew for some reason. So if you're in the area, pop in and see what the fuss is about, if you would.
Yeah, well, I guess we can do that.
But the first thing you should really look at is maybe finding a safe place to stay or a sanctum for yourselves. Maybe get access to a hallow to help with mana.
Oh, we got a safe place.
Good.
Right.
Well, just
Oh, we have. I suppose if you're going to be working with us, you can come in a safe place. You got?
Well, it doesn't sound like I have much of a choice.
It's either
Though
that
I
or
do
cigarette
feel
stuff.
like this is a massive rib on my mentor's part. And my Discord's turned off.
I can hear you.
No, it's not. It's here.
I can hear you, mate. Yep. I'm just waiting for people to address Orphic. That's all.
Um,
I'm just trying to think what we need to know before we go.
Oh, tea.
We
She
need
says
to
as she
lot.
pours herself a tea.
Ah!
There's some gin as well.
Lady of Sophistication.
Would you like some gin?
No, thank you. I need to keep a clear mind. I've got other appointments. And as she says that, the clock chimes 9. Oh my god. I'm really sorry. I have to be going. I can't be late for the next meeting. Oh shit. As she picks up, she gets up out the seat, puts the tea down, picks some dust off her cloak, and pops out of existence.
Well, that's clever.
okay.
If she can do that, why was she half an hour late?
I was going to say that.
Okay.
I was just about to ask that.
I
Wait, she can
believe-
teleport. Why was she using a horse and carriage?
Good question. Do any of you have space magic? Arcane.
I
the
do.
Arcanum space.
I know why, but that's me.
You do, right.
Yeah,
You would
so-
know that it's easier to teleport to a place or location that you know well.
Oh, right, okay.
If she could have possibly teleported here, but she doesn't really know that location very well, so it would have been very difficult for her. So sometimes it's easier to travel to a location by foot and then teleport to where you need to be if you know the place where you're going.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay?
Okay,
Okay.
okay. If we knew that, then we wouldn't have had that outburst. Right. Con that then.
Well.
As she
I suppose we
vanishes,
just go- oh,
As she vanishes, you are left alone in a nondescript room within the Westminster area. London is full of potential for new mages, but it's teeming with more mages than usual due to the trading and immigration from all over the empire. Another crack of thunder shakes the building and glass as another bolt of lightning lights up the sky. What do you want to do? And you can all add another beat.
What are we gonna beat?
Mm.
How do we add beat?
There's
Take the book.
a little book near beats.
Oh, okay.
Click that. It's a mundane beat, so just under beats.
Reason.
Oh shit!
What's
I
up?
forgot to type in the number. I forgot to
Beat.
type in the number.
The
Okay,
beat's good or bad?
good.
I forgot.
Okay.
Okay.
You get 5, you get an experience point.
All right. Okay. Okay. Do we need a reason for this one?
You can do if you wish. You end of scene.
Right. I suggest we first of all deal with this nuisance of a thunderstorm. It's giving me a headache.
Yeah, well, she did seem interested in it, so yeah, maybe a good place to start. Keep her happy.
You walk down.
I
The...
suggest,
Oh, sorry.
I
go on.
suggest we start at the docks because that's where the spirit seems to be hovering over.
Spirit, what was spirit?
My question is actually.
He didn't mention there was spirit.
Oh, that big spirit up in the sky.
That's a cloud.
Yeah.
Oh,
look
that
outside
one
again, I
there.
can see no spirit.
I think his name is Norman. Norman Greenbaum.
Oh, not familiar with him.
Okay, no one got that reference.
I'm refusing to.
Okay, never mind. Show my age.
Yes.
You walk down the wood panelled stairs down to the front door of the building. The man sits by the door with a loaded shotgun. You only know him as Frank, and he is one of the many sleepwalkers that work for the Concilium. One of the unenlightened, but he believes in magic, and so working your art around him is not considered to be problematic. Can't say I envy you lot going out in that, he says, looking at the door with the sound of rain hammering on the other side. Take care now. I'd hate to see Lady Orphic disappointed in you all if you get your sons killed.
We'll try not to.
A
Well,
lady...
we're going to go and turn off this thunderstorm.
Oh, good, good. I might get a night's sleep. Mary! The boys are leaving. And as he says that, a woman steps out from the kitchen. Oh my. Here, please take this. And she gives you some wrapped packages. Her hair tied up into a fashionable bun, wearing an apron with a brown linen dress underneath. She offers each of you packages and she says, food for the road. I made some cake and thought you would all like a slice each.
Many thanks.
That'd be really nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now wrap up, warm gentlemen. It's an awful night out there, she says as she turns and heads back towards the kitchen. Frank stands up and opens the door for you.
Thank you, Frank.
Good luck out there, lads. And be nice to see you again at some point. Drop by if you're this way on back, eh?
Oh, we'll do. As long as it's more gin.
Well, I'll have to talk to the old codger, see if he can rustle up something a little bit more upmarket, eh?
Oh, well, I might bring something with me next time.
Right. Anyway. Good luck and take care, gentlemen. And with that, he ushers you out the door, closes it behind you, and locks it. As you step out into the rain, thunder rumbles across the sky once more, and a bolt of lightning flashes. For a moment, the skyline of Westminster is burned into your eyes from the flash, and then it slowly starts to abate. Your clothing trying to keep out the worst of the rain, but slowly you can feel it starting to seep in. Where do you want to go?
Wherever Bongo can see the ping, I guess. We'll follow Bongo.
Yeah, towards the docks. That's
To the docks.
Okay. You head towards the south of London to a place known as Southwark.
You mean Southwark?
It says Southwark.
Yeah.
I know what it says. It's Southwark.
Is it?
I knew exactly
Yeah.
what you meant. Because that's how my kids call it.
Yes, it's pronounced Southwark.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
stupid.
Okay.
I've not even been able to correct them because it's too funny.
Okay.
The English schools. South Quark.
Southwark, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
anyway, yeah, okay, we'll go there.
Oh. Okay, that's thrown me off a little bit. Okay.
It's not you, it's just us Southerners. We just don't know how to speak.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Wibberton. I mean, why would you call it Wyburton? It doesn't make sense. Or Cubbert.
You mean Warburton?
No, Wibberton.
But that's what I called it when I first moved up here. I was calling it Wyberton. And
Cubbit. Don't forget Cubbit.
Yeah, Cubbert.
Albit.
Okay.
anyway, let's head there.
It takes you a good half an hour to walk there. And as you arrive, you come upon a site where there's various people that seems to be cleaning up and getting ready to move away from the area. It's directly under where the lightning has been striking.
They're just cleaning up.
What are they cleaning up?
Make a wits and composure roll for perception. Bongo, with your background... Oh, Proteus, wow, yeah. You notice red marks on the flagstones, and some of them have fresh cuts.
What do the red marks look like?
Blood.
Oh, blood. That's...
Are you sneaking, or are you just stood there looking at them?
How many is there of them?
There's going to be 6.
As we are unequipped, we
Are they kind of people-sized?
Yes, they are people-sized.
Okay.
Wow.
One of them she's a woman. It looks to be in her mid-20s, very healthy looking. And she seems to be pointing at various places, and the others are following her lead.
Okay, can I sneak into an alley? I'm gonna turn to the other two and say, right, leave this to me. Follow me. Lead them into an alley.
Yeah.
And then I want to turn invisible.
Oh, okay. Now we're coming to a bit of magic.
Yes.
Excellent.
I'm actually going to try and use magic this time.
Okay, so if you've got the rote, haven't you?
Yes.
Okay, if you click the dice on the rote,
Yep.
that will bring up a window.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, don't worry. So it should have forces already picked. If not, on your Arcanum, drop that down for forces.
Yeah.
Okay. It should have the correct level, which should be 2.
Yep.
And then the potency, duration or potency. It should be duration, I think. Is that correct?
Yes, primary factor duration.
Yep. Click rote. Next down. Okay.
Hang on, where's rote?
Just under withstand rating.
Okay, yeah, rote. Click that.
Okay. Now we get into the other bits. So don't worry about paradox just yet. So potency. I think you only want it to do 1 potency. Duration. How long do you want it to last for?
How long's the turn?
3 seconds.
Oh, wow.
So if you click advanced, that'll change that, and it'll spend a reach, and that'll last for an hour. Or this scene.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So click advanced.
Yep.
And that'll last for a scene. Okay.
Yep.
If it's just you, is it just you?
Yeah, I'm only casting it on me.
Okay. And you want it to do instant, don't you? So you click advanced on casting time. It'll take a turn to cast.
Okay.
Okay. It's on yourself, so you don't have to worry about that. Are you adding any mana to this?
What does that do?
Well, because hang on, what path are you?
Path.
You're Thyrus,
I'm
Thyrsus. Thyrsus, right. You need to spend mana, so put 1 in mana, because this is a forces thing.
1 mana.
Yeah. Okay. Because you need to spend that to get this to work. So you should... Right, on dice pool, at the bottom, click rote. Click rote.
Okay.
Okay. And then cast spell. Wow, nice.
Oh, that's a lot of tens.
Yeah, you did really well on that. Jesus, that is a dramatic success as well. Okay, because of that, you get 1 arcane beat.
Oh, yeah.
And you will just see him, Bongo, just disappear as light bends around him and he becomes essentially invisible.
Right, so we met 2 people, and both of them just vanished.
I know. I'm starting to think people don't like us.
Right, you two, stay here.
But they've got
I
some
will go and scout ahead, see what's what,
Okay,
and then I'll go.
Okay then, talking voice.
I will go and head towards the people cleaning up and the blood and the woman.
Okay, we'll stay here where it's safe.
Okay.
Wait. When I asked if they were people sized, I meant the blood and that, not the woman.
Well, I'm going to get close and I'm going to find out if it's human blood.
Okay. So yes, you can get closer now. You are invisible. They're going to need six successes to actually detect you, which they're not going to get. No way. So they've got 0 successes there. So yeah, they don't spot you or sense that you're there at all.
Good.
And you hear her saying, "There's a spot over there. Get that cleared up." Oh, where's the dagger gone? There, get the dagger. Put it away. She seems to be organising them.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
Who's got the dagger?
One of the men is just run over and picked it up.
Where has he put the dagger?
He's taken it and putting it into a duffel bag.
Where has he put the duffel bag?
The duffel bag is probably 4 feet from the lady. The people are running around. You can see various items in this bag. If you look inside the top of the bag without moving it, you'll notice some daggers, bones, spirit rattles, drums, and other paraphernalia of a ritual of some kind.
Let's do something stupid. Why not? I am going to try and steal the duffel bag.
Okay.
Let's derail it in session 1.
Okay.
Oh, they'll come back and we'll all be dead.
Yeah.
Come back, yes, we're just doing the character creation all over again.
Yep. Okay. So okay. So Bongo, how do you want to steal it? Do you just want to grab it?
Does it turn invisible when you grab it?
With that amount of successes, yes, it would.
Okay.
Because it's what he carries as well.
Okay.
But they will get a chance to spot him. Because this will be a stealth roll, essentially, to try and nab it.
Oh dear.
So it will be wits and stealth, but you'll get a +3 to your modifier.
Okay, let's do it. I'm going to grab the duffel bag. Wits and stealth.
Yeah.
How do I add modifiers?
No, it's a +3, so it's +3 dice.
Oh, I see. I just increase the dice pool by 3.
Yeah. You go to grab it, and she spots it moving, and she grabs hold of the other end and yanks it out of your grasp, and she says to the others, "We got an intruder, invisible." And with that, they all go into a combat stance and start to move around with their hands out.
Oh, great.
It looks like they may have found him.
Oh, well, they were bound to.
Sniff
Do we
him
wait
out.
here, or would you go and help him? We could try and distract him. I got an idea. Are we next to a building?
Yes, you're down an alleyway.
Okay.
Yeah, we went down anyway because I didn't want to turn invisible in case people was.
How about we split up and we pop out at individual times
And do what?
in a different location? Just wave at him, distract him, so we can get out.
Oh, because you look like me and I look like you.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yeah.
While that's
You go
going on, I'm going
You go
to
left, I go right.
put the duffel bag and fall to the floor.
Oh, she's got the duffel bag.
I'm going to let go of the duffel bag.
Okay. And you're falling to the floor.
Yes, I'm going to go on the floor.
Okay, are you just dropping, or are you getting down quietly?
I'm going to try and get down quietly.
Okay. You can do that. That's not a problem. It's cold, it's wet, and you are now thoroughly soaked to the skin. And you hear her say,
This is egregious.
you hear her say, "Come on, let's head back. So much weird going on here. We've got everything? Yeah. The rain washed everything else away. Let's go. Move it." And they start to move away.
By the way, does the Mage site pick up anything from these people?
No. No,
They're
they
just
don't.
happy about an invisible person.
We could get Bongo to follow him. Rob, I'm gonna have to go soon because it's
Oh
it's getting
shit!
late.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Go back tomorrow.
Yeah.
What I'll do is we'll put a bookmark there, and we will be back in 2 weeks' time. I didn't realise the time.